am so happy to be alive right now. I am so happy. Where is that live stream? I gotta shut it down. I gotta shut it down. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, because I am, as you can tell. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. If you're just joining in, do not touch my microphone. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I'm the only show with a real like. I actually hired someone just to put their thumb here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay. Shout out to everyone here. 30 likes since the beginning of the show. That's never happened in my life. It's never happened. So that's insanity. Whoever's doing that, you're a maniac. You're a maniac. We have 100 accounts. Crypto24, I know it's Paul. When Paul's around, the likes come raining in. Paul, shout out to Paul, man. Thank you for using your underground alphabet connections to circumvent the wires of the internet. I love you guys. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to talk about Bondly. I brought up Bondly over and over and over again. I was bringing up Bondly for days, for years. It feels like rounded bottom. What do I tell you guys? I tell you guys to make bowls. Whenever you can make a bowl, see that? That's a bowl. You should start buying the right side of the bowl. It's an indication that something's going to happen. What's another indication? Sideways action with the downward stochastics on the 4-hour. Stochastics coming to the downside. But no, we don't see the price come to the downside. We see the price bowl out. These are indications that there's momentum brewing, that people do not want to sell. This is giving you an insight into the emotions of the human beings that are trading against you. These oscillators are the key to you making a lot of money. Okay? So, Bondly hit my target, and actually, really, if you think about it, hit my big target all the way up here at 74. Hit my exact target. Let's zoom in to see how precise the Crypto Lifer was, and how in God's name do I get this precise? How did I know the price was going to go right here? How did I know the price was going to go right there, 275 on the dot? Number one, it's a psychological level. Number two, you get good at this. Billy Kimber OG, coffee, life for great money. Yo, that's money. That's money. That's money. You know what it is. So, did you have your Wheaties this morning? I did. So check it out. Bondly hits my exact target. 74.89, 75. It speaked a little bit, but I'm hitting it to the cent, to like 20. I'm 20 cents off to the exact high on the 4-hour chart. Come on, man. I gave you guys this. The buy was right here, 42. I started talking about it when we retraced down here into the 25.33 area. These were the buys. These were the zones. Okay? I turn the music down for me, but up for you. All right? That's how I do. But Bondly, man, starting the day off with Bondly. If I start off with the chart, there's a reason. There's a reason. They're about to get put on to Binance. It's only a matter of time. If you don't know what Bondly is, get with Bondly. I have Bondly. I started getting the cards. I started getting into the NFTs. Shout out to everyone here. Someone wanted to go over Kudos. It looked like you were in a bad spot. I don't know, the way you asked. So you asked really quick, Kudos. And what is this new staking token that popped up last night? B-Day Birth Cake. Interesting. B-Day Birth Cake. Okay, so we're going to take a look at B-Day Birth Cake. Because you just put me on to a new staking token, right? And we need to see what's going on. Oh my God, what a lovely Bitcoin cake. Bitcoin cake. All right, we'll have to do some more research. Please send a link into the Telegram if you know, so I can not have to stop the stream and just keep it on moving. Is the music loud enough for you guys? Lifer, you have to go live tonight. 34 likes already. Hey, I'll be live tonight. I don't know though. I got a lot of... Dude, the tutoring is getting insane. Tutoring is getting insane. All right, so check it out. Bondly hitting my target. I just wanted to talk about it. This was yet another trade we gave into the trading room probably about a week ago too. It took about 6-7 days for this to come to fruition. And there's about 100% gains. If you started taking the call when we said around 33, you're over 100% gains at this moment. And on a day where there was just a lot of, right? There was a lot of a dip. Buy the dip. Things are going to go down. Yo, these dips are called ephemeral. Ephemeral. I learned the word, I remember reading a book in English class in about 8th grade. E-P-H-E-M-E-R-A-L, ephemeral. It means short-lived. It means things are short-lived, okay? And they're not going to last too long. And that's what these dips do. So it's no sense in selling your bags, because you'll sell your bags and then 2 days later, your bags will be right back where they were. And if you're not a trader who wants to stay up all night and buy at 4 a.m. and sell at 6 a.m. and waste your entire mental space, which is okay, you can do that. And I actually commend that. If you do that, I think you're a boss of bosses. If you trade your sleep for money on the crypto game, it's okay. It's an 12 to 18 month bull run. You can sleep for the next, you know what's great? You can push yourself for a year or two, and then you can sleep for 3 years. During a bear market, you can just set a short with some leverage and go to sleep. Shout out to everyone here. Let's get 50 likes. If we get to 50 likes, I'll go on later. I don't know how you guys are getting me up to 50 likes, but what you're doing is you're translating that algorithm and you're sending more people into the live stream. So thank you so much. We're talking about Bondly. Now we're going to get into the show. The show is this. Every morning I go over Bitcoin. I go over Bitcoin dominance, and then I also go over total and total 2. What are these three things? Bitcoin is obviously the price of Bitcoin. I give you a projection for the day if there's a possible trade to make for that next 12 hours. I then also give you a projection for the next 4 or 5 hours, and then I give you an even bigger projection. I almost do 3 projections for Bitcoin almost every single day now that I think about it. I never really thought about it like that, but that's really what we do here on the channel. Then what we also do is we go over Bitcoin dominance, because if Bitcoin dominance is growing, Altcoins may take a bit of a hit. It depends. DeFi is beginning to defy that type of thought and logic, which is interesting, right? DeFi is defying Bitcoin dominance because there's so much money to be made and there's so much stakes, and DeFi is actually ripping to the point where you can feel it. I don't even think we really begun for DeFi. When the average person starts to know they can stake cake the way we've been staking it, guys, we're onto something that a small part of the population is onto. Nobody knows what the hell cake is. You walk down the street, you go say, hey, I'm staking cake, someone give you a slap in the mouth. I'm telling you right now. So let's kind of move on. You guys are all in a very special place. That's why I like to even understand, to step out of your body and look down on yourself and see where you are on the earth. The fact that you are in crypto right now means you are a strange individual. It means you're doing something that a very small amount of people are doing. People talk about it, people hear about it, but they're not going hard like you guys are. You guys are the crypto lifers. You guys needed a channel like this. I am just an entity to represent who we all are. We are the crypto lifers. That's it. There's nothing else, man. Like, we put our life into this and we are getting rewarded for it because you know why? It's bold and risky to go where no man has gone before. When the rest of the populace is hiding nice and safe in their Chase bank account and you venture off to stake cake, you become a pioneer of finance. You become someone who changes the world. You become someone who wants to participate in the new economy. And without you, where would we be? So thank you to every single lifer in the game. Representing me, representing you, we are all one. I am not me, you are not you. We are the crypto lifers together, unified as one. As one. Unified as one. Okay, so let me get into the show now. Sorry to preach and get on my Louis Farrakhan over here, but you know what I'm saying? I'm strong. This channel is about way more than just trading crypto. It's about freeing yourselves. It's about expanding your knowledge, and it's about progressing to the highest level that you can take yourself. 1 inch is still in a cup and handle. You can see this cup and handle for 1 inch. So I'm gonna bring up 1 inch just because it's sitting here in front of me, and there must be a reason why it popped up in front of us. Everything happens for a reason, my friends. Nothing is a coincidence. So it's not a coincidence. I just said, hey, let's check out 1 inch. So we're taking a look at 1 inch. 1 inch could go all the way here to 1122. All right, let's take a look at that. That'll give you another 110% gains out of 1 inch. I wish it could give you 800% gains. We were buying 1 inch below $1 and $1.34. My last big call for 1 inch was right here, and then I also drew a cup and handle here and said, guys, we're gonna gap up from 320. I gave another trade even in the 4s. I was all over 1 inch for everyone in the channel. Shout out to everyone who did take 1 inch. I really appreciate you guys sticking in the channel. Now let's get into the elephant in the room. The boss of bosses, the beast of the beast of the east, of the west, of the north, of the south. Now I get a like in person. You're the best. Go, go, go. XOXO. Best, 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 best. You're gonna make me cry on camera. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're gonna make me cry. You make me cry on camera. Come on. You're breaking my heart. All right. Sorry. Bitcoin is in a cup and handle, clearly, right? Bitcoin is in a clear cup and handle. Look at this. Cup, beautiful handle. It held this level. Yeah, they wicked it down, but it held this level. Look what I even said here. I built this picture and I said, you know, we could wick down to my level of support, my green line. Look what we did. Where did Bitcoin hit? So we started the day showing you with my Bondly call, my target. Look where Bitcoin hit yet again. Yet again. No, I have two lines there, but Bitcoin hit my exact target, man, of possible to the downside. 45.45, right? And we got whipped right back into the pattern. Look, they kept the pattern whole. And I teach you guys this. When we wick down and the pattern stays whole, especially on the 4 hour, and now we're ready to rock, all they wanted to do was get a few people out who didn't know what was going on, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, they just tried to get people down. Now, this was the possibility if they wick us down here. So I'm not saying it's over. This is a bearish pattern, 68% chance of break to the downside, but we're getting 90% break to the upsides. You've seen this, and tell me this isn't, it's a cup and handle, guys. Cup and handles are explosive. I got a $74,000 target right there, okay? Sell zone for this baby. So this is the call here. the stop loss actually still didn't get hit. If you were in the buy zone, it actually just hit the bottom of the buy zone. My stop loss was close to the bone, but if you can believe it, it did not get hit. Look, I can move it even. I'll move it down a little bit, but that was one of the most precise targets I've ever had, honestly. And now you can still see I'm giving you guys a broad buy zone because we have a broad target. So you can buy Bitcoin between 45,000 and 49,000. I'm giving you a $4,000 buy zone. Honestly, I gave this trade and I portrayed this trade this way because I have a feeling, not a feeling, but I've been doing research. I see where Bitcoin's going. I got my trajectories. You know, I'm also going to show you something else that's kind of key. We go to the daily, and I was talking about this all the time, which a lot of people don't realize does propel more of a move. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, right? We got hidden bullish divergence here on Bitcoin. Tells me that the trend will continue. The daily even can curve up. See, the last time the daily was this high was right here, and that began this move all the way up. Even right here, look, the daily had, you could say we're here. I'm going to show you something that's insane, because a lot of people would say that we were looking at the daily Stokes before and we were saying, okay, when daily Stokes get high, you sell, and that usually is the indication, and that's proper. Like up here, you want to take some profits. Up here, you take some profits. But right now, look, it came up and it curved down. So let's find two other areas where this occurred. Came up and it curved down, like right around here. So you could say we're right here. We're like above the dotted line. Here it came up and curved down. And here there's one, right? It has to be the first line. This is actually in this mix, so we can't count that actually. We'll X that out. But we're going to count this area. And are you guys with me? I really want you guys to understand that you're with me 100%. You guys got to be with me right here 100% because this is crucial, what I'm showing you guys. Right here in the stochastics. Make sure you're looking at this. What I mean is when the stochastics come up and curve down, they usually do a double top up here. Double top. Not every time, but like, you know, about 2 out of 3 times. 4. Look, here's 5 double tops in a row, 4 double tops. So you can see it's very common for the double top. Regardless of the double top, what I want to show you is this is where Bitcoin came up here to about 12K and would come down to 9K. So here we would go sideways pretty much though as the stochastics turn down and then continue to the upside. Here's another place right here. And look what Bitcoin did. It actually started to go up. You see this? And if you take the Stokes from here, this up period, all the way to that down period, you see Bitcoin goes to the upside. And that also that's divergence of some type, because you can see the down strokes on the stochastics are going down, but this is going to the upside. It's basically hidden bullish divergence as well. So we had just a bunch of it all along ready to go. Everyone who's here, please hit the like button. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Shout out to everyone jumping in on the comment section. Danny Setters, Roman Hansa, Legendary. I'm going to get to roll call in a second. Jose, every one of you. Ross Bush, Kurdesh, Lynn, every one of you. Stone One, my man. Crypto Cody, all my great crypto lifers and my lovers of life. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in on a Monday morning. You guys want it bad, and I know it. 40 likes, 33 people watching. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the energy flowing. Let's keep the movement moving. So here we go. What I'm trying to say is I'm giving you proof that this doesn't mean that Bitcoin is retracing. Because look right here. So look, if I were even to take a similar action like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this and then move it somewhere else, right? So if I were to trace that, and then take that where I want to bring it. No phone calls right now. We have a winner. No phone calls. We have a winner. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll have to turn that off during the live stream. So check it out. This could be what we're doing here. All right. So see that? And what I'm saying is that could propel us very well over to that 54K, 60K. And then we could start ranging. We could retrace from 60K to 55K on our way up to 75,000. I'm not going to say it's going to be a straight up rocky run ride, but look, there's a high probability that we continue to get moves of this nature. We're going to get into the news, and we're going to show you how the news propagates these facts. But yeah, did we break to the upside, have a retest, and then break all the way up out of it? This is a cup and handle. This is what they do. We've been watching cup and handles over and over and over and over and over again now for a while. Hasn't really been one that has not broke to the upside. Show me a cup and handle that has yet to release itself and explode. I haven't seen one yet. They've all broken out of the upside. If you had just played cup and handles for the last month and a half, You could have a freaking car with a license plate called Cup and Handle. I'm just telling you, man. So this is why I'm saying yes. I'm also painting the bearish idea because high Stokes isn't the greatest thing to do, right? It would be nice to have Stokes down here, but we are starting to do. And usually this should be a downward retracement. The handle should be to the downside. When you have an upward cup, that also indicates there's buying pressure. Someone is buying this. They're taking money out of the exchanges and they're sending it. Coinbase is taking money off the exchange and selling it to billionaires and giant institutions behind our backs. This is making the price go up overnight because the supply is shrinking, man. And the miners know this more than everybody else. In the analytics, people are watching this closer than you realize. They know. So that was a quick little Bitcoin dip, man, and it really did nothing. I don't know about your portfolio. I'll be honest with you, my portfolio went down $40,000 to about $50,000 in about a couple hours. My portfolio went down $50,000, but now from where it was, it's only down $13,000. It came back a whole $40,000 basically. So, and I bought the dip. You gotta get into the dip. When you see a dip like that, you jump on it. You jump on it. You jump on it. You buy whatever you can at that moment because you're gonna wake up. If it happens at 11 at night, you're gonna wake up in the green. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna wake up in the green. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Bot continuing to rip. This bot coin, man, is just doing its thing, dude. I'm gonna have to research it and find out what it is. So stay tuned for that. Remind me, guys, we gotta go over bot. We gotta go over bot. Remind me to go over bot because we want to go over bot. Now we're gonna look at Bitcoin in some smaller time frames, okay? And we're gonna show you what we see happening right now. So we went over the daily, which yes, it could be possibly bearish, but I showed you 2 times where we were in the same area and we continued to the upside. So I want to reiterate that fact and show you that the stochastics can roll up here, okay? So I know you might have studied your stochastics and you might be saying, but Crypto Lifer, we're overbought on those stokes. And look, we're not overbought on the RSI. The RSI has to be up in here. The dotted line is really like the bottom line really for like daily stokes. I mean, you get a little low on these retracements, but look how we stayed in the dotted line here. We're about to do one of these. In my opinion, this is what's coming right here. We're about to do this. We're going to bounce up here. That's what happens after the dip. Look, the dip, and there's your cup and handle. Look, cup, there's your handle. Interesting, right? Cup and handle on the RSI. And now we're going to have our cup, and we're going to stay up there. I'm showing you, man. I'm kind of predicting this for you. We're going to 75K. 54K to begin, and then we're off. You can see now the 3-day. MACD wants to turn. Stokes actually are turning right here a little bit. This is interesting. I want to make sure these just do one of these, a little side dip up. So I'm watching these 3-day Stokes. They still got room to go. In my opinion, they're healthy. We might do one of these, just a little dip down. So watch these 3-day Stokes, that curve, but they are a little late, and we'll see what happens. I'd like to see it kind of blend itself out. It's still kind of feeling that red, a bit of that red moment that we had already, right? So, but it's flattening out. We'll see this flatten out and continue to the upside. We'll watch this. Watch these 3-day Stokes. In my opinion, they curve to the upside, and we continue up on the 3-day Stokes. Oh yeah, my daughter is off for the day, so. Okay, so there you go. 3-day Stokes still have a lot of room to go. And remember, Stokes defy the MACD. See, the MACD was about to have a cross here, but the Stokes were low. What happened? The MACD decided not to have a cross. It said it wasn't going to do it. It decided to push past that area. And so remember that. Stokes will override the MACD. I found that to be true in my trading. Okay, 4 hour though looks really healthy. So we went over the bigger time frames to kind of give you an idea of where we're going. Someone that just shows you the 4 hour and says you're bullish isn't giving you the whole picture and isn't properly preparing you for anything and anything that could possibly happen. I'm still saying we could be bearish. I'm still saying it's possible to have a stop loss here below the $45,000 level. That's a good psychological level. We fall 45. Look, there's a huge gap back down to this next resistance here at 41,000, and that's a little dip. And then it looks like we can get all the way back here to that 39.5 area. My last public entry was at 29.5. I called the bottom right here in this area. I can't even explain how, but what I did is I saw bullish divergence. And so let me teach you how I found the bottom on Bitcoin and how I knew that we were going to probably be going to the upside. How I basically bet on it, and I basically publicly stated it to family, friends. I said, guys, this would be your last chance to load up in this wick action. This wick 2 right here, 29.5. This was the wick right here that I called, and I'll show you how I did it. It's a simple thing. I went to smaller time frames. Number one, I built the pattern. Before a lot of other people built this pattern, I started building it. Right when we just came up here, I drew this line and projected that we were possibly in a channel. And then as Bitcoin created the channel, I adjusted the line. So I projected my channel before the channel was created. That was number one. That's the first rule, okay? Projecting will help you because then you'll be waiting for the divergence. You'll have an idea of where it's going to occur, and then you can hone in on it when it occurs, and then you can buy into it. And that's really the key to my success as a trader. All my entries are perfected by divergences on the bottom of trend lines. They also coincide with a checklist that I create, that I teach during tutoring. It's very simple. I break it down simply, and I'll go with some of the checklists for you guys right now. Number one, are we in a bullish pattern? This was in a falling wedge that has a 68% chance of a break to the upside. So the answer to that question was yes. Number two was, are we in the bottom of the pattern? I only like to buy the price when it's at the bottom of the pattern. I don't buy the price at any other place. Unless I'm come up down here for the retest, this might be an area that I buy because this now becomes the bottom trend line. They replace each other. If that doesn't make sense to you, sign up for some tutoring. I'll explain it in depth. Here we go. But if it does make sense to you, stay tuned. So keep along. So my checklist, are we in a bullish pattern? Yes. Also, this is a bull. That's another bullish pattern. So I have two bullish patterns. Now I have confluence with patterns. Check, check. Okay? That gives me a good little feeling. And so when everyone was telling me we're bearish and we're bullish and I had Elliott traders pointing to 22K and in my group, I really had to shut down the noise and say, listen, like my system that has been extremely accurate right now, and literally I wrote a system down just like an AI. I programmed a system. It's a program. Technically it's a program. I didn't actually write it into code, but it's a program and I follow it. I basically went through a bunch of math one night, or for months really, and then took years of trading, compiled it into a ball, and then formed it into a program that I follow. And this program is deadly. It's an AI program, really. I'll probably eventually code it and turn it into some coding thing. It'll be the lifer code, but this thing rocks. And so look what it is. It says, are we in a bullish pattern? Yes. Are we at the bottom of the pattern? Yes. Are we in the last 25% of the pattern? That's another checklist. Yes, look, the pattern form, we're in the last 25% of the pattern. Because why buy down here and then watch it go up and watch it come down? Unless you're trying to trade pattern trade and that. But I'm trying to tell you when to long the long, like when to get in that one, that's the real one. Because here you would have gotten in and then come all the way back down. And that might have scared the bejesus out of you. You wanted to long the one that just kept going, right? You want to long this one here. Like when we long 10.6. I don't know if you remember when we long 10.6, but we did. We long 10.600. I got the trade to prove it. Might as well just go show it. I'll show it in a second because I like to do that. But I won't go off track of what we're doing. So stay here. So now I'm in the checklist again. Then I go to my MACD. And then inside my checklist I say, is the MACD curving? Or is the blue line curving towards the red line? And right here we were in this area. And you could see, we had it happen right there. See it? The blue line was curving. We were in the pink. I say buy in the pink when the blue line is curving. That is confluence. Then I say, are we low on the RSI? Yes, we were. We were low down here. Unbelievable, right? And then finally, are any moving averages curving towards bigger moving averages? I talk about the moving averages all the time. Okay? So my checklist wasn't based on like one thing. It was based on 10 things, and all 10 things have to click. If the 10 things don't click, then I can't make the trade. You get it? Look, the 21-day was curving up, and it was doing a curve. See, that's a big deal for me. When I see the 21 curve like that, that's aggressive. That means the price wants to move. And we were right here too. We were far away from the 21. Look how far. Whenever we get away, we snap back. We get away from the 21, we snap back. You get away from the 21, we snap back. Okay? So yet another indication for me. Stochastics were low. Okay? So my entire checklist, now I went into the 7-minute and I said, do I see divergences? Do I see any divergence? And I saw it right here. I saw swing down to swing down, aggressive too, aggressive, almost a vertical line, and I saw swing up to swing up. That told me that I could tell my entire family and friends and all my lifers that they could go long on Bitcoin at that moment. And it's just absolutely insanity. Look, it's right here. It's right here, actually. Sorry, because I missed another spot. I want to be completely accurate with y'all. So right here, 29. And you're going to see it again. You're going to see a hard swing down like that. But you're going to see it flat. And that's secret divergence too. If this goes to infinity and this goes to infinity, they will hit. And that's how I knew to long Bitcoin. So I didn't want to just say, oh, I long Bitcoin and I'm the man. I wanted to show you exactly how I did it. Exactly how I did it. If you were coming to my channel, honestly, not, at the beginning of all this, back in August, I was drawing you guys this pattern over and over again. And it was the same exact, and I was saying by the bottoms of the patterns, wait for the blue line to curve, get in on the RSI. Like if you use my system again, and I bought into the pandemic, I did. I bought a half a Bitcoin, more than 0.66 Bitcoin at $3,800. And my whole thing is I was just playing the patterns, man. And then I would do this. And I don't know how many times on my channel when we were at like 6K, I said, guys, like I see $19,000. Sometimes I would even say $25,000 Bitcoin. I did it in August, July, June. And all it was pattern trading, man. I just didn't veer away from my system. Now I'm in the same system, and the same system has me long in at 29.5. The same system has me continuing to move up. You get it? The same system is showing me that it's a profitable system that is making it work. So confirm it with the indicators, lifers checklist, and bang, you're in. Yeah, dude. Bottomed at the previous flag. Like, it's insane. It's insanity. It's insanity. There's a chance we break to the downside and we bottom here. So there's still a chance we touch 41K because that's the top of the previous flag. So I won't rule it out. And it also makes sense because it would be the target of this rising wedge. Okay. And then we could still maybe double bottom here and continue to the upside. So there's a chance that happens as well. I feel like there's, for whatever reason I can't explain, I feel like there's a higher probability that we just break to the upside here. And this actual trade here never hits the stop loss. Okay? Remember, you're in the middle of my buy zone now, which is probably the greatest place to be. All right. So we went over Bitcoin in depth, in my opinion. I think we can leave it alone for the day. If anyone needs to go over Bitcoin, they can watch that video. That will really probably hit them right where they need it. Okay. So now we're looking at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is in that falling wedge, which it wants to break up out of. We can all see that it is, but it formed another lower low right here just 3 days ago. Okay. But the stochastics are pointing up and the MACD is pointing up, but we are getting a lack of bullish momentum here. That's when you have two histograms that are this small, it just shows you that there's just like, it's not the greatest power move, If you just came in, smash that like button. Lifer will go live again later. Let's get it to 50. We are so close. Wow, 50 likes and I will have to go live tonight. Probably about like 9:30 Eastern time though. Happy for the people in New Zealand. They can get that afternoon love. So check it out. Right now, the daily does look like Bitcoin wants to rip though, or dominance wants to move. I think dominance will be more subtle now. I think we'll just get a little more into dominance. Like even me, I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I have half my position in Bitcoin, but you think I'm going to sell my cake for Bitcoin? No way. You think I'm going to sell my Aave for Bitcoin? No way. You think I'm going to sell, you see what I'm saying? I'm not. Bitcoin did ruin all the trades, a lot of the trades we had set up. But look, even the stop loss may not have gotten hit. Isn't that insane? See my stop loss? This is nuts. No, look, it did not get hit. So if you took my cake trade, you're still in it, baby. You actually still in it. You're about to enter your buy zone again. And if you got in at the beginning of the buy zone, you're probably a break even at the moment, which is pretty nuts, honestly. Take a look at the 4 hour and we just changed the pattern. We just changed the pattern, see? And we changed the trade.
Stop loss now goes here. We use the 50-day moving average as our holding spot. We could even shrink it. You guys don't have to be too steep. Just a small area. Buy zone, I'm going to shrink it down. But it's definitely for, we could come down to the bottom of the pattern, but this is running out of room. Cake is clearly about to explode. I'm going to give your buy zone this small buy zone right here. And this is going to be the first call on the channel for today. And you see how quickly I recreated the pattern. And I go to the famous trader, Peter Brandt. Nobody knows the pattern until the pattern is over. So don't claim you know anything. Always be ready to move. Always be ready. It's like boxing. See how I just bopped and weaved right there? How I just swung the pattern down there. There's a bit of a double bottom action, right? Come on now. Double bottom on the Stokes. Beautiful W. We're curving up on the MACD. Huh. It looks like my system is starting to say something. Look, are we in a bullish pattern? Yes. Okay. Are we at the bottom of the pattern? We're damn close because we're so that's a checklist. Yes, because when you get to the end of the pattern, you're so close to the top and the bottom, you might as well be at the bottom. So boom. That's a place to go right there. Okay, right, that's there you go, right? Number 3 in my checklist is the price at the last 25% of the pattern. Yes, right? Boom. Are the moving averages in line? Yeah, the 21's above the 50, the 80, the 100. They're actually in perfectly alignment for bullish runs. They're actually the beginning of bullish run. This is how bullish runs really begin. Okay. What else do I see? I'm saying, are there any divergences? Well, I have swing up to swing up on the daily. Okay. And then I have swing down to swing down. Fluent stock did this. And at 245, Fluent stock was doing this exact pattern. And I said, look for Fluent to go all the way to $8. You see what I'm saying? Off of hidden bullish divergence. So now I have hidden bullish divergence. Okay? Hidden bullish divergence. So check it out, man. Hidden bullish divergence, checklist. Stochastics turning up, checklist. Is the MACD turning in a bullish way? Yes. My entire checklist has now been hit. My entire checklist has now been hit. Okay? Everything in my checklist. I could even extend the bullish divergence all the way down to here. I could take our white line here. This. And I could extend it all the way to this low, technically. But it's, to me, that negates it. They're too far away. But you could still get a bit of bullish divergence. But that tells me that the trend will continue. This is a screaming trade for Cake. You're going to see Cake at $14 before you know it. Faster than fast. So I am going to post this trade right now into the trade group. I'm also going to send it out to my Twitter fiends. Out in Twitter, Cake, BUSD. Free calls out to Twitter. So follow me at CryptoLifer33. You could just be out there. Oh, and there's a little John McAfee tweet while he's sitting in prison. How he's getting these tweets out in prison, we do not know. But species act through nature. Except humans, we are forced to act by the powerful, the conquerors, dictators, and legislators. Power changes hands, bringing new rules. We adapt not to nature, but to the whims of the powerful. This is why we are destroying nature. Shout out to him for that very deep. Here's Jacob Canfield, one of my big mentors. Jacob got 59,000 followers. He basically got me into the game. I started taking his courses. He started talking to me on Telegram and really helping me and taking me under his wing. Fairly clean structure on Bitcoin here. Rising wedge usually breaks up in a bull run. But in this case, we didn't have the Coinbase premium as noted from Kim Young Chu. And founding premiums are very high. Bids around support got front ran slightly. And he's drawing the same pattern I drew, the rising wedge. You see what I'm saying? He's saying the same thing I'm saying. He is a well-experienced trader. He taught me most of everything I know. So, and there's a little tweet from CZ. What's the best way to scale customer support for exponential growth, internet, crypto platform? We are overwhelmed/struggling in this area to scale customer support for an exponentially growing internet crypto platform. We are overwhelmed, struggling in this area. Damn, man. He's telling you right now that he needs better customer support. It's not easy. It's not easy out there. It's not. We're going to post this chart into the trade. If you're just joining us or if you're new, we have a trading room and a trading group. Here's my group right here, the Crypto Lifer Trading Room. I'm going to post the trade into the trading room here just so people can see it, but I also post it here. That's where a lot of people do talk. There's a lot of memes. There's some funny stuff. There's no one puts anybody down. You can ask any question you want, and we do not even really ask. We actually even look down on profanity. Swearing in there is not okay. It happens every once in a while. People get excited. I get it. I'm not kicking people out, but if you're constantly using that type of language, we are going to remove you from the group. You know, It's just not what we want there. We want that clean, positive feeling and vibe for everybody in the group. And that's important. And that's what we're going for. So, and that's what I'm going for. So shout out to everyone out there on the live. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, so we're going to get into your tickers now. We're going to get into what you guys want to talk about. And yeah, I just want to have the show to rock, man. We got a lot of people on here today, so I want you guys to really get into that comment, get nitty gritty, interact with me. It's all about having fun in the comment section. The more comments I interact with, the more I feel just enlightened. And the fun of the whole day feels for me, actually. The rest of the day goes great. So I want you guys to just get up in there. Shout out to Danny Setters. Shout out to Ross Bush. Shout out to Jane Doe. Shout out to Trading Base. Shout out to Jesse B. Hadouken, Ross Bush, Jane Doe, Chris Conlon, Oi Rodney, my man, Oliver, Jose Pedro, Patricio, my man, Colin, my dude, Colin, Yippee-ki-yay, everyone in here, Noel, Jeremiah. Who else we got? Noel, my dude, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn, for coming on in. Stone1YGM. Gerda Sakar, my dude, Crypto Cody, Levi 502, every single one of you guys. Shout out to wow, a subscriber there, Shaban Selman. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. You rock out, man. Jesse B, Chrissy Fouts, every one of you out here on the live, man. I hope I didn't miss one person. Hadouken, my man. Everybody out there. Shout out to Trading Intuition if he's out there in the world somewhere. Shout out to Joe. I hope he's doing all right. Can you get a check on ETC Lifer? Best group on Telegram. Yes, we are. Mana in one, please. We are moving forward daily, guys. Daily. So there's your call for cake, man. I would buy cake anywhere between $6 if you even get that lucky. $6.16 even. If it's possible. I'll just extend that buy zone. $6.16 all the way up to about $7. Because you're going to see cake all the way at $14. So don't miss out. And then you can stake your cake and make that money on the low end. And do your thing, man. So shout out to everyone who's in cake. Shout out to Marlon for putting the group into cake months ago. We were getting into cake at 60 cents. We have already 11x'd our money at $6.65. 11x'd. 11x'd. You put in 2 or 3 grand. Think about it. 3 grand would have given you $30,000. I'm just saying, if you would put it into cake. So, all right. And we went over dominant slightly. Let's take a look at total and total too. I'll show you what I saw happening, why I thought we would have a pullback at these levels. So total, what is total? It's the entire market cap for crypto. The entire market cap for all of crypto. Okay, and what do I see happening for total? Well, there's a chance that we had a pullback here. I thought we would get all the way to $1.5 trillion and have a pullback. Looks like we had the pullback before on my first level here. See, I had 2 levels. I'll remove this projection. This is my projection though, and look what it did. It was almost exact. Pretty scary, pretty creepy. I just took it from this one here. And look, the same thing happened. Are we going to continue to the downside? This suggests that it's possible, right? This suggests that it's possible. A little to the upside, we could continue down to the bottom of this spot here at $1.2 trillion. We'll see what happens. I just want to warn you guys that there's a chance that we do that. And we consolidate for a week or two. See what I'm saying? Before we blast off to our next target. Or do we just continue up all the way to 1.8 trillion on our way to $2 trillion in the market cap? Yeah, we just started buying Bake. It's at like 60 cents. We're going to get into that. If you miss cake, we're going to talk about Bake. Bake is on the horizon. Bake is the next thing that we're all honing in on. A lot of us are already in Bake. So, you know, a month from now, we're going to show you, oh, we were buying Bake at this price, and now look where it's at. So Bake is also pinged to BNB, and BNB keeps going up. So if BNB keeps going up, Bake will be worth more money because Bake is priced in BNB at the moment. Maybe there'll be new pairs for Bake too as Bake continues to grow. Yeah, so we're getting into Bake in a moment. We'll help you out with that. I understand Mr. Beast. Dude, if you're the real Mr. Beast, that would be amazing, right? What if Mr. Beast actually came into the channel? He was like, yo, I need to learn. He would do that too. You know why? Because he started as a small guy. So he would find like a really little tiny YouTube channel and he would be like, yeah, I got to learn. Bob Mo. Shout out to Barb Mo. Shout out to Washayin. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you guys so much for coming into the live stream. Give me your tickers. We're also going to give you some calls. We give calls on the live every single day. Yeah, we're going to show you cake. We're going to show you Bake. B-Day. And kudos, USDTT. Yeah, I want to talk about this B-Day. B-Day cake. RIP BS. Yo, man, that's funny. Mana in 1, please. Let's take a look at Mana in 1 from Chrissy Fouts. Chrissy on her 1 game. I know Chrissy loves her 1 game. Getting into 1 early on the early bird style. But there, let me just finish here total. So total is now, it's in this range, which is nice, right? 4 hour looks like ready to rip. So just move my projection over for a second. I want to keep it around though. I don't want to get rid of it. Remember, we're in this rising wedge. And every time we get into this rising wedge, it breaks to the downside, does this double bottom, and breaks up. It's just kind of what happens. We talked about it earlier. We showed you guys. See, they're all here. They're just the same pattern here. This is the same pattern as this one right here. You see it? It comes up. It tanks. And what you don't realize is this is the rising wedge right here. It tanks. It double bottoms. It makes its way to the side, forms the pennant, and breaks to the upside. Right? And then you can even see this is it here too. Here's the rising wedge yet again. Tanks, double bottoms, and breaks to the upside. Right? It's going to get nuts. Watch this. Here's the rising wedge again. It tanks, it double bottoms, it breaks to the upside. Look, here's the rising wedge again. Look, watch. This is nuts. It tanks, it double bottoms, it moves to the upside. Look, it gets insane. Watch this, guys. Here it is again. If I went into a smaller time frame, it will show it. You just can't see it now on the day, on the 4 hour. But this is a rising wedge that tanks, double bottoms, and breaks to the upside. Look, now here's another rising wedge that falls out the bottom, double bottoms, and moves to the upside. Look, here's another one. Here's the rising wedge. Yo, this is like it that tanks, double bottoms, and moves to the upside. Look, here's a rising wedge. It's the same pattern. Here's the double bottom, but it's sideways. Moves to the upside. Look, here's the rising wedge. Like, this is scary, right? You think I'm like prophetic at this point. Here's a rising wedge that tanks, double bottoms, and breaks to the upside. Here's a rising wedge, double bottoms, breaks to the upside. Wow, right? So what do you think is going to happen? We're going to make a rising wedge, double bottom, and break to the upside. So I have it kind of waiting for us to happen. And maybe, you know, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's pretty obvious what's been occurring over and over and over again. And so there's the pattern, man. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're not convinced by now, if that didn't blow your mind, I don't know what else did. But stay tuned for more. You know, 51 likes in 48 minutes, man. You guys are insane. That's a like a minute. Damn, man. Whatever, man. It's not about the likes, man. It's about making sure you guys learn, man. You know what? If the learning brings the likes, then bring on the learning. Let's focus on the learning, right? Let's do what it do, man. Let's do what it do. Let's just get her done. Okay, let's take a look at what Chrissy asked for. Chrissy wants to look at my 5X since January 7th. She 5X'd her money. Chrissy, how did you learn about 1? What made you want to get into 1? What made you pick 1? Look at 1. And 1, I said, is this the one? Remember the day I said that on the trade? Look at this, guys. 4 hour. Beautiful bull flag pennant for 1. It only tells you more is coming for 1. So we're going to put in a trade right now for 1. For all you guys who missed 1 and you want more, or if you want to add to your bags, it's looking really nice. So we got a call here for 1. Look, curving up on the 4 hour Stokes. We're at the bottom of the pattern. It will probably go up and down one more time, but this is a good entry. Nothing wrong with this entry. Hold it for a couple weeks, make some bank. There's my buy up until the breakout. The 21 will come into play. Hopefully pull up that. You want to put a stop loss, maybe right. You could be bold below this line. But I'll raise it up a little bit. You're even safer if you're below the green line, but you are risking more. So remember that. So it's kind of a do or die area there. But considering we just had a nice dip the way we had, Could be a chance we move. Also, I did show you the total though. We may be watching that. But this pattern is playing out and we're looking good here on the stochastics. Here's your buy zone. Okay. Again, these are real trades in real time, and don't do anything I do here on the channel. This is all for entertainment purposes only. This is just my life and what I'm doing for speculation and entertainment, right? You guys think it's fun and it's super entertaining. Don't make any financial decisions based off anything I say. I am just a YouTuber making content, having fun, doing his thing, right? So there's a call for one right here. 86% gains coming if you take the call. We're gonna send that to the tweet, and I put my life on this. Look, I'm publicly tweeting this. Like, if this doesn't go, then I look like a pretty much of an idiot, right? And my channel's not gonna grow that well. The reason why my channel grew to 1,000 subscribers, almost 983, they're really nickel and diming me with my last 17 subscribers there. But the reason why the channel grew to where it is because a lot of the calls have played out over and over and over and over and over again, you know? So, and here we go to the Crypto Lifer group calls and chats only. And all we do is put calls in here. That's all we do. I got a Bitcoin call. I got a basic attention token, ADA, Cake. That's actually old, right? We got to put a new one in now. So we're going to delete that. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful time. 52 likes. My portfolio has COVID today. Ooh. You know what's funny is nothing really happened to my portfolio. It wasn't bad at all. Like I tell you guys, look, and I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. I was in Aave heavy, right? And I told you Aave, yeah, Aave went to 500, but it dipped all the way where? To 376. But look, they bought Aave right back up. It was just like this one. Just like this one. So Aave really won't go lower than 390. So I was down in the middle of the night in my sleep or in the morning. But dude, as long as Aave is above 450, in my opinion, and now if I go to the 1 hour, that's an inverted head and shoulder it's starting to form. So now we're back to the inverted head and shoulders. And now we get to play those patterns. See how fun a bull market is, man? You get to play bull pennants. Then when they consolidate, they go into rising wedges. If the rising wedges falls to the downside, and you're right, we still could see a bearish retest here. I'm not gonna call that out. And this did hit a stop loss, so that trade was negated, and that's why you keep the stop loss. Or you get into a position long term. Like me, I don't have a stop loss on this trade because I got in at $80. I went all in at 80. All in between 60 and 80 bucks, and I never really added or you know, every once in a while I'll add. I didn't add to this because I actually was asleep and I wasn't paying attention, to be dead honest, you know. So there's one of my calls. It's fine. I'm in 1 inch. Remember we got into 1 inch at 480 the other day? So yeah, it came back down to 419. Would have been a beautiful buy for 1 inch at 419. I texted one of my friends. I said, buy anything you can right now. Buy anything you can, please. Buy it up. And then 1 inch is just staying in this consolidative pattern. And so now we can just take all this work and get rid of it. And like I talk about 1 inch is just like uni. It's going to do a uni. I'm telling you, it's going to follow uni's path. It's in the same trajectory. It's a decentralized exchange. It's even better than uni because it has uni inside of it. It's an aggregator, meaning it gives you the prices from multiple exchanges and lets you interact with multiple places to get the best price. Do you want to shop at Walmart, or do you want to shop at Walmart, Best Buy, you know, and Target all at once and compare the VCR or the TV price or whatever it may be? So here's your idea, man. This is like forming a bowl. Yeah, it fell out of the bowl a little bit on the side here, but to me, this is an accumulative bowl. And this is something you want to watch out for. So this is still up from my previous buy, and we were getting it at $1, so we're still 5x on that. So even after today, fine. And it's interesting too, because I put out a call to everybody in my pinned messages, and I really want you to take my pinned messages seriously. I don't put them out a lot. They're like kind of diary calls to my lifers, right? They're like serious suggestions to my lifers, and they come with full feeling and I said and okay, right here, I'm getting a feeling bigger pump is coming, blah 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 blah. I said Sunday night is, look at what I said, what happened last night, right? So this is really important. I said Monday will be high volatility. This was the week before. I said the recent stock market fiascos is putting crypto in the spotlight. Sunday night is the weekly candle close. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, look for Sunday nights into Monday to be volatile days. I said, look for Sunday nights into Monday to be volatile days. I said, each week things are going to get more and more insane as the stakes rise and Bitcoin gains momentum. Remember, most investors are using alts to gain more Bitcoin. Don't be upset when your 5x gains get cut in half when Bitcoin rips. To mitigate these losses, I suggest you have DeFi plays as your largest alt positions such as Aave, SNX, EGLD, Uni, DOT, Wise. Look for heavily staked projects. Research when most stakes are released, and don't be holding bags when the majority exit. The bull run is beginning and we are in the first inning, but each day you compound now can lead to exponential gains in the future. I was gearing you up. This was a week before this even occurred. I was gearing you up for this. I was gearing you guys up. I was trying to prepare you guys for these types of situations. So all these little things that we're adding, it's not just trading, it's mentality, it's understanding cycle. This comes with being in the game. This comes with actually spending your life as a trader. Okay, so shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. We're going to keep continuing. Let's get into the chat. Let's get into the chat here. Cody, 1 hour looks good. Binance alternative in New York. You have to use Binance US. What we do is there's nothing wrong with using a VPN and using Binance. Right now, Binance doesn't want to deal with the regulations of the US. But there's nothing wrong. There's no law right now. It's a gray area at the moment. You know, there's nothing wrong with just you get a VPN. I use NordVPN. Let me show you Nord. This is NordVPN. I can change my area in any place in the world. Any one of these countries. So that's the NordVPN. All right. So that's the answer to your question. Cody, 1 hour looks good. Let's take a look at Cody. Adam still holding 21. Like, see, Adam doing great. Almost about to hit its all-time high. Yet again, its all-time high was what, 22? Dude, these dips, man. You gotta buy these dips. Adam with the 14. Adam with the 14. Look at that. It's up 30% and pushing now. It went from 14 all the way back to 21, man. I'm telling you, man, these dips are nothing. These are nothing. If you get scared pants in these dips, man, you're not ready for what's coming. You're just not ready for what's coming. Look, cup and handle on Bake BNB. So this is Bake. We're going to get into Bake now. Someone asked, hey, I missed Cake. How do I get into Bake? Right? What's going to go on with Bake? Tickers. ETC bought the dip at 12. Okay. Electronium Classic. I was into Electronium Classic for a while. It was my thing, but it kind of just... DeFi is going to make you way more money than Electronium Classic. I'll be honest. Engine Coin. Injection. INJ. I have no INJ, man. I really wish I did. So this is now forming the real cup and handle now. I'm going to remove this stuff. And I'm going to show you. This is forming yet another kind of unbelievable pattern here. Bit of a double bottom. Still holding this cup. So this is Bake. All right. It's actually in this pattern too. In my opinion, it's in this rising wedge. It's kind of... Let's take a look at that 4 hour. Do we have hidden bullish divergence? We do, man. This is a beautiful thing, guys. Look. Swing up to swing up on the price. We come here. We have swing down. That tells me that the trend will continue. 4 hours, double bottom on the Stokes. About to cross on the MACD. This thing is fire right now. This thing is fire. Look to pattern trade this thing up to the top of the pattern. 41% gains on a pattern trade. Look, up, down. It's going to go to the top of the pattern. That's what these things do. The 21 will dip below the 50, but I believe it will turn, and we're going to see a flip up. MACD looks good. Stochastics look good, and we have hidden bullish divergence. I'm telling you, I trade on that blind 9 out of 10 times. So hidden bullish divergence, man. Kava, please, master. We'll take a look at Kava. FRDBRNC. Fred Berner. What? Oh, that's your name. I'm thinking that's a ticker. I'm out of my mind. You give high quality content and you're a likable dude, man. Well, you're a likable dude for saying that, you know. We'll look at Ren. Yes, we'll look at Ren. Shout out to Washanine. Thank you for coming on in. Shout out to Brucey. Some new names in here. Mr. Beastie YY. So let's take a look, man. This is what can happen right here. 41% gains out of Bake B&B. All right? 41% gains out of Bake B&B. There's one idea right there for you. Just going to post this into the chat. This isn't my exact trade. I'm just showing you that you can pattern trade these. These are bigger ideas that you can look at. Save this stuff, man. If you like it, save it. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Hadouken pulling out 27% gains, going in at 43,413 and getting out at 43,615 on a 50x leverage trade on YFI. Shout out to Hadouken, one of the admins in my group, the lieutenant admin. He keeps the group clean. He makes sure people aren't using profanity. And you know what? You know what's cool about him, man? When I met him, you know what he said? He does not receive birthday presents. I know I might be embarrassing him right now, because he doesn't like to boast. He's not a boastful dude, but he doesn't receive birthday presents. On his birthday, he asked that someone feeds a hungry child. And no one ever said that to me. Maybe I've heard it in a movie or read it in a book or something. But he's the first person to ever say that to me, and it made me feel embarrassed for like all this like pairs of shoes I got, and I was like, man, I should do the same thing. I should just say, hey, donate some money to a child that needs it, man. You know. So this is Cake B&B. And this is where I see it going right now. $118% out of Bake B&B. We're gonna hold Bake. I tell everyone when I put out a trade, you should hold it for, I think, 2 to 4 to 5 weeks, man. 2 to 5 weeks, I like to say, because we could get the pump. You never know. So there's your buy zone right there. It's kind of right there where you want it. Stop loss. If the pattern breaks and it kind of negates the pattern. Also, you want to use the 200-day moving average if you can. A lot of times it bounces off that. I think it will eventually creep above my buy box as the price moves. So I'm kind of front running this idea. So you guys can associate this song with getting a call, because there's a lot of times I'm making a call when this comes on, right? So there's your sell zone, all right? Stop loss. Then we're going to make a buy zone for this. All right, boom. And there's the call for 118% gains out of Bake. And we just keep going at them. Tweet that out to the channel, and we'll throw that into the lifer groups. And that's why you always have a stop loss too, man. A lot of those things went lower, then you could have bought them back down here. No stop loss, you just got to ride it all the way back down. No capital, see? But this is what I see happening, and then I also show you that we're in a bigger channel. Something like this. I think we broke out, fake out, came back down into the pattern. We're forming this wedge, man, and we're doing our thing. Look for this to continue to the upside. Almost a bigger cup and handle. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Wow, I just made this even more interesting. Look at this now. This is a giant cup and handle, guys. I'm about to give you a huge target for this. Look at the bull it's formed. This came out in September and I didn't even know about it. So somehow I didn't even hear about it until like a few weeks ago. So, call me a fool. But if you took that length of this pole here, swing that back. Wow, yeah. Just more gains there. So this one's going to 003 up to 008, man. 007. You're getting 118% coming out of this eventually. So that's what I see happening. Tickers, could you look at Cody, follow lifer, learn how to fish, join his Telegram channel, change your life. Hadouken is very humble. He's a great asset. I can't wait to give him a big man hug. Ooh, wow. You think this will 11x like cake? I do think it will. Shake and bake, baby. I do think it will. I think it will. You hold this for about 2 months, man, you're going to make yourself a nice little gain, in my opinion. And you never know, though. You could lose it. Could be the riskiest thing. They could get hacked and you could lose it all. This is one of the riskiest things you could ever be in, is cryptocurrency. So if you're not taking it seriously, if you don't hold your own private keys, if you don't know what you're doing, by all means, right? Bitcoin Cash continuing to rip, doing its thing, man, hitting my target. It's another trade we gave in the channel. It was a beautiful trade. I gave you your buy zone, stop loss, and the sell zone. This did not flinch when Bitcoin moved. Didn't do anything really. Just continued to go to the upside. And now it flags over here. Great call. If you took the call, a buddy of mine took the call. I know he's very happy with it. In at $500, I believe. Boom, man. This thing skyrockets because it follows Bitcoin. Usually takes like a couple weeks too. Bitcoin will pump and you'll see this pump like 3 or 4 weeks later. Ethereum boss bought the dip at 1685. We'll take a look at ETH, man. But where do we see happen in Bitcoin Cash in the immediate short term? Coming out of this pole, breaking out of this, and booming on up here. We see it going to $985 not too long from now. Look how long it took for it to go from about, on the February 10th, it was sitting at $500. And today, it's what, February 15th, 5 days. It's gone up a 50% gain. So I see this going up probably in the next week or two at the very most, all the way back to $900. Remember, this is a $2,700 coin when we hit big highs, and Bitcoin's way above where it was. A lot of these coins have to play catch up, man. They're really not where they should be. They're really not where they should be. Yeah, wick to the previous flag. Look right here. See the previous flag right here? Just like Joe says, man, there's our flag, and where did it wick? And that's support and resistance. These are SR flips, though. I've been seeing that. I guess you'd call it the previous flag, and I call it support and resistance flip. Like, same thing here, though. You're right, Joe. Look at it. We go back here. We just kind of keep projecting what we're saying. Here's the previous flag. Look where we would wick to in this area here. Same spot. Almost came real close. Even right here, though, this is where it is. Actually, no, we found it. Spot on every time. There it is. Boom. Boom. See the wick? And it's way later, man. It's way later. Look, 23rd of November, wicked on the 27th of January. Are you kidding me? 366. Prices would come that close yet again. And look, if you don't believe me, same pattern. Rising wedge with a break, a double bottom, and continue to the upside. See it? That we went over before? The rising wedge with a double bottom. You take that pattern and you put it anywhere you want. It happens over and over again. Here it is again. The rising wedge with the double bottom breakdown and continue to the upside. Look, here it is again. The rising wedge. With a breakdown and a double bottom. Here it is again, rising wedge, double bottom. It's nuts. It's nuts. I think we cracked the code here at Crypto Lifer, man. We got into some deep things that most people probably can't even see. I sat for 3 hours with Jose, Pedro, and my admins. We sat for 3 hours on Saturday, guys. Getting some stuff ready that I could teach you guys. Making sure I was fine-tuning what I know so I could teach you guys the boss stuff. Now, look at this, man. Cup and handle. And this is just confluence on top of confluence. Look at this, cup and handle. This is how I'm able to give trades to family, friends, people I know. Barber, cup, there's your handle, man. We're gone. Where's the bigger target for this cup and handle? You take price all the way down to price. Swing it out of the handle. Make sure your trajectory is possible. It's not here, it's not here, it's there. That's $1,300 for Bitcoin Cash, man. You hold this for a month or two, I'm telling you, we're in a serious bull run. Serious bull run. So, also, do you think I'd be better off holding crypto or trading daily to catch those nice trades and getting those gains? Just seems less risky to hold. Honestly, you could do whatever makes you happy. Let's see how you could have done. So last night, everything went really high. Okay, like 1 inch. Let's see. Last night we're all sitting there. 1 inch gets all the way to 630. and you're like, wow, I'm up there, you know? So you sell. And that's what, for me, that would have been 7 at night, 1900, right? So 7 at night on the 13th of February. And then it would have crashed. It kind of fell a little bit, fell a little more. I guess 2 days later, I could have bought it back on the high. What I like to do is just buy the dips, man. You can do that. And I'm not saying I don't ever do it. I do it here and there. But I'll be honest, you lose sleep and you chase, you know? Let's look at the dollar index. Let's see what's going on with the dollar. Wow. So this is what I have projected for the dollar. And so far, it's forming exactly what I think it will. Up, down, up, come to the downside. We want to see the dollar at 88. So far, so good, right? Not good for the dollar, but for us in crypto land. Let's also look at the daily. Daily is getting spent, though. Dollar is low on the Stokes and forming a higher low. Could be breaking out. So let's watch it right now. It's either going to do this. So it's in its line in the sand, man. It's either going to form this rising wedge and maybe possibly break to the downside later on. But it's probably going to form this rising wedge, or it's going to form this downward spiraling wedge. So we got to see, man. This is actually a huge level for the dollar. If we can hold 90.27, we break into that 89 area. We're probably coming all the way back down to this level, 89.35. And then back to test my area here at 80.21. So yeah, we really have to watch it. It could continue to the upside just a little bit. I would wake up every hour at night chasing dips and trying to sell highs. Though, yeah, you could do it, but it will be quite taxing on your mind and body. But you could do it. And I show you how to do it. With my tutoring, you'll know exactly when to sell and exactly when to buy things. Like, it'll be pretty obvious to you. So look at this. This hit my stop loss. Here's a trade that didn't go well. Bitcoin killed a lot of the trades. It did. So now we go to the 4 hour and we just we reposition this. We reposition this trade. So now what I show you is the inverted head and shoulder that is probably forming on the 1 hour. See it? So now we start our projections yet again. Now what I don't want to see is bearish retests. So we will be waiting for those. But I see this just forming yet another right shoulder and then breaking to the upside. Okay. You can change all the work and kind of look at it for what it is. You can do a couple things. It's also in this channel here. I think we could just, pattern channel trade these. Make sure it breaks back into the pattern, and then you can break this back up to the top of the pattern. And just trade this like that. Another 99, 63% gains coming. Also is forming that cup. We'll take a look at what we see here. This is a falling wedge. Break to the upside, 63% chance. Now it broke back into the pattern. That was just a wick down. So you could even just look at it like this. What looked just like this? Ziliqua. Waves. I'll prove it to you. Okay. I'll show you similarities in these patterns. In bull runs too, when everything starts moving together, you're going to see more confluence, meaning like certain trades are going to tell you what's going to happen with other trades. Like they're kind of like teaching you and showing you. So there we have it, man. There's my trade right there for Doge. Still bullish on the trade. I never exited or left the position that I opened on the live stream the other day. Never even thought twice about it. So this is going to be another call here for me. There's your buy zone. There's my stop loss. Let me see what's coming in the comments. What are you guys saying here? Praying ADA breaks all-time high. I got 4K at 74 last night. Let's take a look at what's going on for ADA for you. I bought $3,700 worth of ADA at 8 cents. And then I bought another few hundred, probably $500 to $1,000 at around 2 cents. So my ADA is so stacked. I basically did the 2 cent buy is at what, a 40x right now. And we're just getting started. We're just getting started, man. But I bought that ADA like 4 years ago, and that came with a lot of holding and a lot of pain. So as smart and cool as I look, remember that came with a lot of pain. I got 40x gains, but it took me years, you know. And yeah. Doge, baby, Doge. The truth is real, but the truth can hurt, right? All in good time. 55 likes. Animals, 31 people on the live. Thank you guys so much. Okay. It's going down. Okay. SNX. Your calls are spot on. I'm glad I listened to you and didn't panic sell last night. See, my wife was going to panic sell last night, and I told her to chill. Yo, man, you got to know what you're buying. ADA USDT. Leafy went home. Leafy, I love that. That makes me laugh, yo. I can't. Leafy went home. Like, I gotta Google that. Maybe it's a movie you guys made, and that was the YouTube channel for it. It makes sense, right? Something like that. Let's take a look at ADA USDT. Because we got a guy who rode hard on it. I'm hard on it. I love my ADA. Let's see what's going on with ADA. So ADA did go into the stop loss. So check it out. We see this in doing this thing right here. Forming this bull flag of a bit. Okay. As long as ADA comes back into the pattern, you can just act like none of this happened. Okay, you can negate that because it's not a bearish retest. If it bounces off, then it's a bearish retest, but you could just forget that. It looks like it'll make a right shoulder in the pattern, continue to the upside. So this is now still viable. This is still a viable trade right here. I could shrink the buy zone a little bit, in my opinion, now. So Bitcoin rocked us again. Yes, it rocked us a little bit yesterday. It took everyone for a doozy. It tried to get all the newbies who were jumping in, tried to get them out. I still have a target up here at $1.69 for ADA, and literally, if that's the lowest we went on a big dip like that, ADA is getting, no one's selling their ADA, man. People know it has a deal with Africa for $5.6 trillion of illicit assets. Like, look at the 4 hour, about to have a cross, looking great. Stochastics pointed to the upside, MACD about to cross in the pink, which is what we talk about. I also say is the RSI in a bullish pattern, which it can be. And look, the RSI was in a rising wedge that already broke out. A lot of times the RSI breaks out of the pattern before the price. Look, RSI already breaking out of the rising wedge. That's an indication that you're going to see some bullish action for ADA. I wouldn't be surprised if I see ADA pumping later on today, honestly, you know, in my opinion, with the MACD cross and the stochastics pointed up here. Let's take a look at that daily, though. Daily is pointing down. MACD is pointing down, and we have the stochastics pointing down. So we could see ADA just continuing in this channel for a little while. Wait for it to get back into the buy zone if it falls out. Okay, that way you won't even need a stop loss. Just watch ADA, but I'm telling you, within 3 to 4 weeks, do not be surprised when ADA is about $1.70. That's why I hold my ADA, and I just buy on these dips. I'm getting ADA on the low here, hitting that $75. And look, that hit my exact green line. Where did that line come from? Somewhere way back in the past. So ADA, man, doing its thing. I like ADA on the 4 hour right now, looking really, really good. Googie Leafy is here. Check upload time. Leafy is here. Banned. The future of YouTube content. Leafy is gone. Interesting. Leafy went home. The real reasons why Leafy was banned. CalVale, also known as Leafy or Leafy, is an American former YouTuber and former Twitch streamer who from years made reaction drama and let's play videos, but it was mostly known for commentary. All right, we'll get into that later. But so he's a dude. He had drama on his channel, who commented on a gossip. Eventually, he got kicked off, huh? Permanently terminated. Yeah, I don't want to talk about anyone that's been terminated. Let's move on. I don't know who he is. I don't want to talk about it. Bitcoin and ETH on the move. Let's take a look at ETH. Let's take a look at BTC. BTC probably hit 50K today, right? I said by Tuesday it would make sense. Man, Bitcoin's doing the same thing. Remember the last trade we gave you was the bounce here at the bottom of the pattern. And I said, get in here at 46, ride it up to 49. That trade happened exactly as planned. But you should have sold it at the top of the pattern. I never said to hold it past the pattern, right? Unless you want to trade the entire bigger play. See, I always give 1 or 2 trades. Like today, you would have went to the 30-minute, and you could have made this pattern trade. Actually, there's still room to go on the pattern trade. We'll probably flag, do something, but you can still make 2%, and on 32x gains, that's a 60% leverage. You could use 1% of your portfolio. I would trade with 32x. You could enter right now at 46,464, depending on what the futures market's giving you. I would make an entry now. Liquidation definitely right here below this line at 47,000. Don't play any games above that, and see if you can get a 60% gain or more to get 2.2% on 32x leverage. That's my call right now. 32x leverage, 1% of your portfolio. I would put like $100, $150 in the trade. I'll put a liquidation price at about 47,100, and yeah, might as well make the call. I could just do it right now live, right? XNX price prediction for 4 to 6 weeks. I swear this music sounds like The Return of the Mac by Mac Morrison. That was my jam in the 90s. It's funny you said that, because that was my jam in the 90s. My first dance with a girl was to that song, and I'll always remember it. And my first love, like not my love, my little kitty love I had, that was my baby, man. Kudos, USDT, and B-Day. What is B-Day? Let's take a look at B-Day. I feel like it won't come up, but I hope it comes up. I knew it wasn't going to come up. Why is that? Let's take a look at CoinGecko and track this down. Let's track it down for you, man. B-Day token. Because it's new. Birthday cake, man. I'm going to find out all about it right now. Birthday cake finance. $2, up 53% today. Wow. Wow. Just came out, man. We need to get on this. Where can you buy it? Let's hit the medium. Let's talk about birthday cake finance. Birthday cake launch and pre-sale. Happy birthday. Cakes are good, but birthday cakes taste better. Just today, we launched our website and pre-sale. You can see we are a form of pancake swap, but with tastier cakes. Birthday cake finance. Dude, I love cake finance. I love anything with cake in it lately. Cake, bake. I'm all about it. I'm in pancake bunny swap. Bunny is hot too. So we have farm and staking. Let's look at their farming. Let's look at what they're giving. 4,000% gains. Unlock the wallet. 62,000 APY. 6,000. Wow. B-Day BNB LP. Wow. Total liquidity. This is just getting started, guys. This is just getting started. Is this Binance Smart Chain? Interesting. Let's look at the staking. You have a bake pool. Earn 5,000. Yo. B-Day pool. Unlock the wallet. Yeah. This is the type of stuff I like. This is the type of stuff I'm into. Birthday cake, man. I think we're gonna have to sell something to get into something. All-time low was 130, all-time high 273. We're sitting at $2. Nice little dip buy, kind of consolidating here. When I look at this, we're gonna look at it on a chart if we can get it on Coin Trader Pro right now. Dude, this is hot, guys. I'm gonna jump on this, and I'm not gonna wait. Market cap, this is just beginning. Hasn't been audited. Could be a rug pull though. I do want to warn you guys, don't put anything you're not willing to lose. This could be extremely dangerous. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to say that out loud. But look, it explores the Binance Smart Chain, man. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. I absolutely love the Binance Smart Chain with the cheap fees. We have a lot of BNB too. You can take your BNB, buy some cake. Right now, I could sell BNB. That's what I'm going to do. I got like 30 BNBs. I'll sell BNB for birthday cake. I'll spread the wealth. And then what I'll do, this is what I'm going to do. I already figured it out. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the LP token. So I'm going to buy birthday cake. I'm going to buy a good amount, like $500 worth, right? Maybe even $1,000 worth. And then I'm going to put 500 into the staking, into the farming. I'm going to farm this 4,000, this B-Day, BUSD right here. I'm going to join this one right here. Risk number 2, 20x. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to lock the wallet, and I'm going to join this liquidity pool here. Or some BNB, or BUSD. So I'll buy some BUSD and some B-Day, and I'll put that in there. So I'm buying some BUSD and some B-Day with my Binance coin. Then I'm going to go over to the farming, and I'm going to farm, and then I'm going to go over to the staking, and I'm going to stake this right here. And wow, yes, and I'm going to get on that pretty soon. So if you guys like what you're seeing, yeah, and this is how you do it, guys. You got to be risky. It's very risky. You got to make a risk. You got to make a risk move. No one's going to be there to hold your hand as you're trying to make these gains. But wow, I really like what I see here on birthday cake. Check the audit. I mean, honestly, anything could happen. Done X in the last 2 days. Yeah, Pancake Bunny is booming too, man. And on top of it, I think it'll go up. I didn't even talk about that. I think it's a speculative asset that will probably go up in price. Birthday cake, because people like to stake this stuff. The quicker you get on these, the faster you get the gains of the actual coin, and the faster you make a move, man. I'm telling you, you saw what happened with cake. You saw what happened with all this. Getting B-Day cake now, my time, man, not enough. Love it, love it. This is great, man. Shout out to you guys for bringing me birthday cake. Let's take a look at it on CoinTrader Pro and see if we can get a look on it. Could be on Dex Tools as well. CoinTrader.pro viewer, hit that. You know what? I'm gonna finally bookmark this. Like, I'm such a. What is up with me? Not bookmarking that. Trading needs. Boom. CoinTrader Pro right there. Boom. Give me B-Day. Give me B-Day. Show me B-Day. It's too early, man. No one's got it. Nobody's got it. Let's go to Dex Tools. Dex Tools might have it. DexTools.io. They usually have everything and anything, if it even exists. B-Day. Nerds is doing its thing, man. We were talking about Nerds back in the day. Nerds did well. Certain coins I knew to jump on, but it's just like you can't get every single coin in the world. You just can't. So it can't find B-Day, man. It really can't. Because if we look at like Duck. Yeah, see? So B-Day is just too early, man. It's like sketchy in a way because it's so early. Let's see where you can buy it. You could probably only buy it on Uniswap, right? eToroCrypto.com. PancakeSwap is the only place you can get it. So that's kind of a cool thing. I kind of like this idea that it's coming out of the PancakeSwap. Like, so it's cake orientated, man. So you can only go to PancakeSwap to get this. So you kind of have to know what you're doing a little bit too. It's intricate, right? You can get it for wrapped BNB right now, or you can get it. So right now I can get it. Interesting. I have some BNB. I could buy one of them, right? Okay, so I'll buy one. I gotta send some BNB to my MetaMask. I gotta get on this. Maybe I'll make a video about it later, but that's what you're gonna see me doing when I get off the live stream. I will be getting in to birthday cake, and I'll be figuring out a way to allocate some funds. I'll sell some of my BNB coin to get in. You should do a video on coins do you think that are the best policy 100x based on use case and fundamentals. I agree. That would be an amazing video. That would be an absolutely amazing video. Okay, so you asked about B-Day cake, but you were asking about something else. Kudos. Remember you were talking about Kudos. Kudos did well. And I wasn't a fan. Remember I was like, I don't really like this project, but you know what? It'll probably 100x, you know? It formed that beautiful bowl. Now all you have to do is respect these bowls, man. Just respect the bowl. Respect that bowl in all seriousness, right? And then bit of a flag here, rising wedge. This is a 68% chance of a break to the downside. It's a bearish pattern, remember that. Is running out of room though, getting tight. These have been breaking to the upside a little bit though. Can even just straighten it out here a little bit. 30-minute, so you're not going to get the best feeling. Let's look at the 4-hour. Kind of a cup and handle action, kind of booming itself out of the bowl like Sand or Dot did. I think this is beginning to blast. Let's take a look at on the daily. The daily, not much information, right? It's so early. You got to kind of use the 1 hour here. Stokes are pointing back up, even though the MACD's spent. I like what we're seeing. Consolidation. You're seeing the moving average starting to spread right here. That's really where things start to move. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a trajectory if it breaks out of this rising wedge. Yeah, it looks like Kudos get up to 11. That's some nice gains, and then it will really establish a new level of support and continue its way up the parabola. So yeah, I think this is a viable trade right now. Actually, I'm gonna throw it out there. Shout out to you for giving me this trade, showing me the way, and then I just kind of make a move with it. I think your buy zone could be here. This is really bottom of the pattern. Risky trade because you're at the bottom spot. We could fall out. Remember, there's a 68% chance to break to the downside. I'm not saying this is a guarantee, and I'm not saying this isn't risky. Every trade I post is risky. Remember that. Remember that. You're in cryptocurrency. You know, don't try to lie to yourself. Yes, you're in a bull run. Yes, it seems like nothing can go down. But always be prepared. No one saw that YFI hack coming. No one saw that Alpha hack coming, right? Let's take a look at Alpha's price. See how it did against that hack, because it looked like barely anything happened, which I think is like, that's how crazy fundamentals don't matter anymore in a bull run. People are like, oh, it's a hack, whatever. I'll keep my coins in as long as you do. Oh, I will. Okay, so let's ride. Like, I don't care. It's like, wow. Nuts. Like, even I would just be like, all right, I don't want to be in a hacked, you know, don't want to be in any type of hacked projects at all, right? So there's your idea here for kudos. That's 43% gains, and I think you'll have to see way more. I'm just kind of giving you a starting off position here to get into this trade. So I do like what I see for kudos, as you can see, because I made it an actual call. And you can see that I'm not biased, because I didn't always love kudos. It wasn't my favorite thing, but hey, if it's moving and if it's working, it's working. So I'm not going to fight it. Yeah, exactly what he said. I should have cashed from alts and got them cheaper, but I bought them cheap already. You know what I'm saying? I bought them super cheap already. So that's how I looked at it. Like, I don't have to be that greedy, man, to risk. I already got the rice buys. I got on B-Day last. Nice. Shout out to Shooter for B-Day and kudos. Yeah, man. The power of curve up at a bull run. That's what I'm saying. Got my boys Roger and Marvin watching too. Shout out to everyone. Enjoy my day off. Just stopping by to learn from TA Guru, the lifer. What's up? Shout out to everyone here, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping on into the live stream. Thank you, Mo. Shout out to Roger. Shout out to Marvin. Yeah, we're not only into making money, we're into making serious money. Like, look at this. We just found this. We make 5,726% gains APY. If you do the math, right, that's $5,726, right? We divide that by 12. We're going to be making a nice 400% a month in 30 days on cake, which is $2. So if I take $1,000 right now and I buy cake, right, I'm going to be able to make $4,000 in a month off of this. I mean, I know you don't believe it. It's insane. A lot of these times they only run for a few days, though. They might run for 2 to 3 day specials, then they'll turn back down. So you got to get in as much as you can when these happen. We multiply our gains here. We use Pancake Swap to do the same thing, and we also are using Bakery Swap. I'm also now using Pancake Bunny Finance. So I'm using Pancake.finance. I'm using Pancake Bunny.finance. I'm using Bake.finance, and now I'm going to be adding this Bakery Cake up to the spot, bakerycake.finance. We're going to be farming, mining, and staking and using our money to earn passive income. Look at this, 6,311% gains. And you don't even have to trade. That's your APY. And you can earn B-Day. Now, if B-Day is $2 right now, if it goes up to $10, $20 a coin, you see what I'm saying? So we go to B-Day right here on CoinGecko. Birthday cake just came out. A brand new coin, right? Just started at $1.30, went up to $2.73. Now it's sitting at a nice $2, up 50% today alone, on top of the gains that you're making. You're making 40% a day, or 50% a day, or even more than that, because we did the math, 477% a month. If you're making $477 a month, you divide that by 30. You're making 15% a day, and then this went up. So in one day you made that, and then every day you're making 15% a day. That's unheard of. Okay, it's unheard of. So this is why you need to know where. Most people don't know about any of this stuff. They don't know how to find it. They don't know where to get it. We are so deep in the game, it's getting sent to us daily. This channel knows how to mine. It knows how to freaking trade. It knows how to farm. It knows how to pool, liquidity pools. What else are we doing? Lending, staking for, lock stakes. Sounds like we're running a butcher shop, but we're not. Look at this. This is a call right here for cake. Cake is making me money daily, stacking my EGLD as I'm getting more cake. It doesn't stop. Can you have rugs on BSC? I don't know of any. That's another thing, man. BSC hasn't had a rug pull yet. I get it on B-Day last. Shout out to the power of the curve and a bull run. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. I really appreciate the viewership, the love. Each and every one of you every day brings it, and I love it. I hate when this happens. It happens way too much. It's some silly thing that goes on with Windows, new Windows 10. Pretty sideways day in crypto, but a lot of coins still ripping. We're going to take a look at ETH starting to move and Bitcoin kind of waking up a bit here. I did say I don't see it going to past 50K until Tuesday. I really was surprised by last night's surge to 49. We're sitting here in this happy moment, but I see us coming to the top of the pattern here at 49,485. Then I see us coming back down and testing 48.1 and just kind of going sideways here. Again, we have to go sideways. Why? Because the daily stochastics possibly need to reset or at least just curve down before they curve back up here, even if they're double topping. We went in depth on Bitcoin, though. I don't want to go over it again. We spent a long time talking about Bitcoin. Going over BNB coin, all right? I projected this idea, and look, I drew this flag when we were here. So I drew this flag. I projected this flag, remember, for you guys, and I drew the yellow line when we were right around here. I said we're probably going to respect this pattern. And just like I said, we are. BNB is going to break out, so I'm going to give a trade right now for BNB. Get rid of everything. I'm going to show you this is a beautiful flag. BNB really did nothing compared to the dip yesterday. Dipped all the way down to 118, considering it was just at $30 not too long ago. If you got into the call, we started buying it at $30. We were late. It was at 10.20, started to rip. I made that call here, down there in this line here at around 30 bucks on the evens. I bought BNB coin right around here. Late December, mid-December, late November, mid-December. That was really the time to allocate as many of the funds as you could, because if you did that at that point, you were up like 10, 25. Some people I know are up 100x. I have not hit my 100x yet. I will, and when I will, I'm going to have a 100x party. But that's what I'm talking about. See, length of the pole. And I'm going to give you a trade right now for BNB. This is your buy zone, and it's beautiful because even after a damaging crash and everyone wilding out last night, somewhat of a damage, just a little shakeup, a little market shakeup. Again, use that 50-day moving average to your advantage. It's starting to curve up. That will curve up and block price from getting lower. Price loves to bounce off moving averages, so if you can get your stop loss below the moving average, it's going to help you in the long run. Let's take a look at this. Let's clone this up here. And here's another call we're going to throw out in the channel is BNB. And I'm telling you, I'm about to sell my BNB for birthday cake. But yeah, I got in at 30. And I've, 4x my money. And now I want to use some of those gains to get into something else to make that money work. So that's how you work in crypto. You 4x your money, then you take 20% and you throw it in something else. Okay? And you keep it moving. And you're always learning. You're always going after something else. You're always progressing. And at one point, you do have to hone it in. Because when the run starts to slow down, that's when you don't want to be doing that. Okay? And that's why you're going to be here with me. We have a whole kind of inside-out way of finding out using the pi cycle, logarithmic views, and things you probably never even heard of. So stay tuned. This channel is going to blow your mind in the next few days. We have a lot of content coming your way. Pre-recorded content that we're editing through right now. And we're going to hit you guys. So we're going to show you how to find the bottoms and tops. The bottoms and tops of Bitcoin, okay? Using high-end pi cycle analysis. Some crazy business. Pi cycle analysis with trend analysis. But there we see, man, 74% gains. If you like 74%, and that's nothing in this market. It's nothing. That's like the sprinkle on top of a giant cake, like a little sprinkle, like it's like one Jimmy, honestly. But you could still, man, a lot of people like 73% gains. I'm not going to put them down. And this bull run, they're kind of like, but you know what? There's still amazing gains. So we're going to add this to the Crypto Lifer chart calls and charts. And that's another call we give you guys now. So today alone, we hit you with the one coin buy zone. We'll take a look at each call here. We told you to get into one anywhere above this 03066 level. Look for one coin to go up 86% gains. Low stochastics, ready to move on the 4 hour. It passed the test. We gave it the stress test. This one passed the stress test, so we added it to the list. We take a look at Bake BNB. We went over this. Buy zone, stop loss, forming that cup and handle. You even see that it's forming that falling wedge, 68% break to the upside, double bottom on the Stokes, pointed up, MACD pointing, everything going. It passed the stress test, checklist, ready to go. Dogecoin doing its thing, forming this long, elongated bull flag, really falling wedge, 68% chance of break to the upside, broke back into the pattern, entering the buy zone, room to go with the move in the stochastics. This also, my friends, looks good. It is a 1 hour Stoke high. The 4 hour Stoke looked better, but this is an entry that I wanted to put out on a smaller time frame. Buy zone, baby, for Dogecoin. Kudos to anyone who wants to get into kudos. Ha ha ha. Buy zone starting out at 0.7927. Stop loss down here. 21-day moving average will be your protection. Sell zone, 43% gains coming out of kudos. And last but not least, what we just did was BNB coin continuing to go up. Another 74% gains to about $229 a coin for BNB USDT. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. BNB pairs get wrecked, right? It depends if they move as much as Bitcoin. Not if they move as well. Not if, like, what if Bondly pumps when BNB pumps? It all depends on what your coin's doing, right? All depends on what your coin's doing. Watch Bondly, man, really starting to flag out here. Let's look at the 1 hour. Bondly starting to form a flag. So this is a call for Bondly we gave you. I'm gonna erase it. It's sad when I erase old calls, because I love watching my work play out beautifully, absolutely beautifully. There's your buy zone. I gave you an 83% gain. It played out to a T. It played out exactly as planned. No stop loss got hit. We were in the bull. The entry was calculated perfectly for you guys. I can't say any more about that. I think Bake will have its own pump, though, honestly. I think Bake will have its own pump and comparative to BNB. So I don't stress it, but you're right. There's a chance, man. There's a risk. There's a risk. BNB could outperform Bake, and that's the risk that you take. Rounded bottom for Bondly, and now it's on its way out of the parabola. Let's take a look at the 15-minute, because it might even give us a better idea of what's happening. Bit of a cup and handle forming on the 15-minute. Look, cup and another cup. And pull up on that moving average as well, and we're about to double bottom here and make a move. 1 hour is getting a little hot, curving down. But it's forming this flag, so watch out for this flag area. Well, look at this. 2 patterns forming here. It's forming a rising wedge. Could even be a cup with a handy. See that cup and handy there? Interesting. It's forming this tiny bull flag. 7-minute will show a little better. This flag here. I would just continue to accumulate Bondly on any dip, and I think it's going to follow this line and blast out. So here's my target for Bondly. Go to that 1 hour. It's going to break on out of here, get a big pull. And form this higher high up in the dollar region. Look for Bondly to be $1 not too long from now, man. Leading the NFT space. If you don't know what Bondly is, if you have no idea what's going on, I interviewed the CEO of Bondly on my channel. Yes, I did. I sat down with the CEO of Bondly, man, face to face, man, and we had a chat. And I brought it to you guys live, so it just wasn't all to myself. Here it is right here, live stream with the CEO, Brandon from Bondly.
And they're the easiest thing to start moving. So, my personal opinion is, why have we seen such amazing growth in NFTs? So we said this back in September, that NFTs were coming, right? They were going to dominate everything relating to crypto and actually give crypto a use case. And then we're seeing it happen in our very eyes when they sell hash masks for, 100 Ethereum, right?
Unbelievable.
Like, yeah, right. So we're seeing it happen, right? This is not even the start, like the end or the peak of this sort of buying habits. And hash masks, like, it's very cool, but it is a financial experiment, right? This is not even taking into account real world assets that are coming in NFT form that are digital. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like, if you could speculate on something that's not even fully tangible yet, imagine where we can go with bridged assets that are already connected. And that brings me to my next question: is Bridge Mutual Insurance? How did you leverage that? How did you have that partnership? Do you have more partnerships coming out on the Launchpad? Everyone is a little excited about that. The River card,
I was like tempted to jump on it. I really wanted to. I missed it in the middle of the night, and I knew at 1.4 ETH it was a good buy. But I just want you to kind of jump on that, the launch pad, how you're launching projects, how you dealt with brought into the Bridge Mutual Insurance partnership. Just unbelievable. Anyway, this is going to change the space. If you're kind of not understanding what NFTs are, and if you don't realize how big they're going to be, like, I know there's options trading and I know there's stock markets out there, but this is new, guys. This is the next level of finance. Like, this is where finance is going. We're going to bridge away from the old way. We're going to start doing something new and beautiful. And it is beautiful because it's special, because it's some of the smartest minds working together to help this entire human race progress. Okay, crypto is really where progression is really being consolidated. It's where the most people that want to go all the way to the farthest ends are getting it. Let's take a look at SNX on the daily. SNX is my baby. SNX is making me 13.99% on the Celsius app. I should get the Celsius app because I don't have Celsius, but I don't have any SNX in the Celsius app. Celsius does make you KYC though. Am I wrong? I'm all about decentralized finance, man. Let's take a look at SNX, one of my favorite coins, actually one of my biggest coins. One of my buddies is a big investor. I put him in SNX. I believe SNX is going to be doing some great things. So there's my trajectory for SNX. I guess I have this funny little idea here. It's going to kind of go up and down, continue on its way. Let's take a look at SNX. I got a lot of movement on it. Let's see it on the daily. On the daily, it's kind of getting hit a little bit. Look, it bounced right off the 21-day moving average, though. Insane, right? To the 20. It came right back up into the pocket. So SNX doing great. All of the DeFi recovered as if it never happened. All of DeFi recovered as if it never happened. And guys, I told you to watch your DeFi coins and to make sure you had most of your portfolio in DeFi. We're in SNX, we're in Aave. We know where to invest our money because we understand the space. To understand the space takes heavy research. You're not just going to jump in overnight and realize what's going on as much as the crypto lifer. It's going to take you some time. And that's why this is more than trading. Anyone can jump into a trading and become a trader. Not anyone, but I'm saying anyone can get into technical analysis. But this is where the money is made. Can you understand the space? Can you piece the space together inside of your mind and begin to build on it and help it and make that knowledge work for you? And that's what we're doing here on the channel daily, every single day. About to have a move here on the 4 hour. SNX. I do see SNX continuing to the upside from this bull flag. 56% gains, and actually, I'm going to lengthen that pull. I believe SNX can go all the way down to this curve. I'm going to make an outrageous claim for SNX, but this makes perfect sense to me. So there's one level. But I believe SNX is going to some other place. I see it's going to be $100 a coin really faster than you realize. Once people gain knowledge of what it really does, right now people don't understand that it's going to be one of the few coins that can create synthetic assets. That's what it's called, synthetics. It creates synthetic assets connected to synthetic assets, synthetics, derivatives market. Think about the biggest market in the world, derivatives. That's what we're talking about. This is going to capture crypto meets the derivatives market. You're talking trillions of transactions in a minute or a second. We're talking big money. So this is my idea, man. SNX, dude, going all the way up to $58.39. SNX. I'll put a call out here for SNX, one of my favorite coins in the game, man. Buy through this bull flag and the breakout possibly. Gonna give you a 24 to about a $29 area buy. I'll go a little steeper, because I don't want you buying too high. The highest you buy for about 28 bucks, but if you can get now, it's a better chance. Every dollar gives you a higher percentage when you 5x, 10x, right? You get in at 20 and you go to 100, you get a 5x. You get it in 25 and you go to 100, not so much, right? You only get a 4x. So think about it, man. A dollar here and there is the difference between you making, 500 grand and 400 grand. It's crazy, right? There's your stop loss. And I'm still so bullish on the space, guys. I make my sell zone a little bigger, so you know what? If you feel like taking profits, take some profits. I do that for the beginners so you can get a win under your belt, make you feel good. do your thing, right? 123% gains coming out of that. We're going to post that to the chart. We're going to see how that lasts. I'm very confident in this call, especially after that wick down. I don't see we'll go below 21 at this moment, and that's why the stop loss is chosen at the area it was chosen at. All calculated work from years of experience. There's a reason why everything I do there, the sell zone, the buy zone, even how I made the trajectory of the move, all that comes into play, okay? All that comes into play over time. And I want you guys to understand that. Super important. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're going to get into the news in a second. Bear with me one more time. Any more tickers? Any last tickers? Anyone needs something? Anyone like, you know what? This is it. Live stream. Thank you guys so much. This is where I really need some help. I'm in a project and I'm not sure what to do. Let me know. Bull Run is changing lives, bro. Big money to earn. Thanks for the intel, TA. I'm learning and earning all the time, man. All the time. Thank you very much. BNB pairs get wrecked. Yeah, OGs will pump. Yeah, I got B-Day and kudos. Let's take a look. My time, man. Love it. SNX price prediction for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, there you go. I'm saying 58 and then into the $100 range. You know, 6 weeks from now, I see SNX is easily at $100 in 6 weeks. EGLD. Let's take a look at EGLD. Neo, bro. Let's take a look at Neo and EGLD. Neo was first. Neo. You know, Neo was ant shares and it was above $1 and it went all the way from $1 to some crazy place. Like, people don't realize, man. I just want to share this little fact. I want to show you guys something. I want to give you guys the chills. I want to show you one of the biggest gainers in the last bull run, and I want to show you what can happen to you if you stay with me and you stay a lifer. You have no idea what could happen to you. Also, go to cryptoalerts.com. This is a great crypto scanner to really help you in your trading needs. We're going to go to CoinMarketCap, right? You're going to go to this historical snapshots, all right? And we're going to go back to when I got into crypto really heavily, right? January of 2017. We're going to take a look at the different coins going on. And I believe you can even search a coin here, Neo. Neo, right? This is insane. Where was Neo? There it is right there. Look. It's at 14 cents. All right. I'm just going to show you what happened to Neo. It's not $44, number one, right? So if you held it since then, and that's only 4 years, right? That's only 4 years. I mean, you would have made 314x. 314x. And Neo went to $120 during that run. What I'm trying to tell you is that was a 500x coin or more. And if you don't believe me, you can go to the historical data for Neo. You go to the date range here, right? And you can go back in time. Maybe you can't. Maybe they don't let you do it anymore. But you can watch Neo and just see what it did, man. By loading historical data. And, dude, this thing was, it went from pennies to $110, $128 a share. Okay, it was 128 bucks. And we're going to see this happen in this bull run. We're going to see these types of things happen. This is just getting started. You guys think, oh, this is the run. No. Things are just getting started. I saw it 14 cents. This thing did a 900x. Okay, a 900x. A kid put $5,000 in this. He turned it into $4.5 million. He made his mother cry. All right. So it's worth having multiple ledgers or keep just one. Yo, blessings to all inside. Been catching up a week or so. First time in the live. Thank you, Bubba Joe. Babao J. Babauj. Thank you so much for coming on. Is it worth having multiple ledgers or keep one? I like to have a few, man. Lifer, I'm deleting news from the channel. Is that okay? People who are posting new stuff that sounds bearish is crazy. Yeah, what are they posting, man? Why are they posting bearish news in the channel? Anyone bought B-Day? Anyone create a B20 with any name, including the interface can load arbitrary tokens by address? Please take caution. Yeah, just make sure you're buying the right one, man. Make sure you're buying the white one. All right, no worries, man. Now we're going to get into the news. Any last tickers, actually? Let me see. TVK is up another 40% today. Thanks for being the black sheep, y'all. X. Hell yeah, it's contradicting your guidance, in my opinion. No worries, man. I don't read news like that, so I don't trade on news like that. When this huge video call we all having? I love this. What's your next YouTube video? You never know. Also, Ether boss. Let's take a look at Ether. Don't neglect Ethereum, right? So I had a trade for Ethereum. Inverted head and shoulder inside of this bull pennant. To me, that's not even a fallout of the pennant. It's still in the beautiful pennant doing its thing. To me, it's still the trade. We opened the trade here, buying here at 1,000 at the bottom of the pattern, buying here at 1,200, and the breakout. This is still the trade we're in, and it just hasn't. This trade has not let us go yet. We got in at the breakout, and we're holding Ethereum until we get to about $2,300. That's the next time we'll even think about taking any type of profit. So my target is $2,300, and there's no reason to get out of the trade. We started the trade 1,200. We're already up 50%, and I started buying Ethereum at $640 down here, and I've been buying Ethereum way before that. My first Ethereum I bought for about $60, $80. So I'm an OG when it comes to Ethereum. It's the first coin I ever bought in my life was Ethereum. Someone told me to buy it when it was $9. I had no idea what it was, but I first encountered it when it was $9 a coin, and I had no idea what it was. Yeah. Anytime, man. Anytime. OMG USDT. Let's take a look at OMG. OMG, remember that day, other day I said it's about to have its night? It did have its night. I hit it that day. I was like, yo, OMG is about to have its night. I put it out right here. I said, watch for OMG to break out. February 1st, too, we gave you this trade. Look at pennant. Buy at the bottom of the pennant is a bit of a cup and handle. Look at the cup we drew for you. And we showed you it was in the pennant and blast. Even gave you your first target. We came back. We hit it. Got rejected. Had you sold that first target, look at. Had you sold the first target, you would have sold it at about 540. Been able to get back on off the 50-day moving average at 421. Continue back up. Got sold back off again, but it's continuing its trajectory. So now you want to do this. Just put it inside its pennant. It's going to form this pennant. This is a pennant that we saw a lot of different. Cake made this. I'm going to show you the cake pennant, and you're going to be like, wow, how did you like? Because I have a photographic memory, and I can remember where I saw a pattern, exactly where I saw it before, when and how and what it looked like. So I'll show you right now how cake looks just like this, and I'm going to kind of give you guys a cool little feeling inside, because I'm going to show you something that's going to be like, oh. Also, pattern recognition is huge when it comes to trading. Recognizing similar patterns inside of patterns, seeing how one thing reacts, and then seeing that another coin is in that same pattern. How do you think it will react? Things of that nature, right? I'll look at Filecoin USDT as well. Thank you guys so much for jumping on into the live. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me that you guys spend your most valuable asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a look at what I wanted to show you, which is the cake move. Cake BUSD at 681. Now I'll show you cake. This is where I want to show it to you, down here. And this is what I see, man. This is a pattern that's pretty funny, but I see it happening here. See, it almost doesn't form a pennant. It just forms a down and then an up. It's almost a V, and you can kind of put it in an ascending triangle. See, something like that. So now, if we go back to OMG, you'll see it's forming the same pattern, and this is what I'm talking about. You see them? See it? If you see what I'm talking about, please let me know, because this is huge. See how similar these are? I'll put them in the exact place, so when we flash screen, you almost like feel like you're looking at the same thing. Look at that. Pretty nuts, right? This helps me make a lot of money, my pattern recognition, and it's something that I don't know. I don't think I could ever teach anybody. It's just something, the way my brain works, right? But you could see, man, clear down and then the legs up, clear down and then the legs up. So look for this to continue its way through a pattern, even break on out. But this is really where you want to start accumulating here. OMG at $6.68. You can see it at $20 really fast. Don't be scared by the price action. So we're going to put a call out here for OMG. And we're we're going to show you that these are where you want to start accumulating. And we'll give you our bigger target here. So you see, I didn't go to a call group. I didn't go to another channel. All my calls come from me, man. Come from me. I make my own calls. You see this? And I'm in the zone. I really believe the TA shows me the way. I don't think of anything else. And that's how I'm able to maintain. You know what? And honestly, whatever you believe will be true. But you have to believe one thing or you won't have a truth. If you believe more than one thing, there's no such thing as truth. If you believe that on Tuesdays it rains, and no one can convince you of that, and you can say even if it drops a little bit, it rains every Tuesday. And obviously this is a ridiculous statement, but if that's what you believe, you may find a way. You may come out and see the dew and say that must have been rain. It's only been a drop or two, but it still does it. You know what I'm trying to say is you'll believe anything that you believe. But if you believe it rains on Tuesday, but then it sometimes doesn't, then you'll have no truth. So once you create a trading strategy, you have to stick with that strategy alone. You can't change it. And I've learned this over time. Beginners are learning too many different strategies at once. Honestly, just find one that works and stay on it. See how I'm always making the pennant, stop loss, sell zone? Fine, last night was the only night where a few stops got hit. You see what I'm saying? But we made like 80 trades before that happened. So, oh, boo-hoo. You lost to one or two, but you made like 17 in a row. You know? Yeah, it is basically a cup and handle too a little bit. Because look, it is a cup and handle actually. Look, it is. Because look, it's a cup. And there's the handle right there. This is going to explode. This is going to explode. This is a great price for it. Last night on that dip, if you got in at 559, that was a blessing. Those institutions were giving people like you and me a blessing trade. Yesterday, those prices were gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. OMG USDT doing its thing. Okay? Save J. And look how we wind down. We started like I was winding out at the beginning. But we wind down, right? We wind down. 48 likes. Wow, man. Nearly a cup and handle. Save JPEG 17, same time. Amazing. 888 everywhere I go. A lot of people see the 888s. Let's take a look at GRT. GRT is one of my favorite. And let's take a look at Filecoin too. Here's Filecoin for you. And we knew Filecoin was only a matter of time till it gets all the way up to 60. We have a target at 63. And as weird as this pattern looks right now, Filecoin's going to do its thing. It just is. This is basically a cup and a crazy handle, really. Ascending triangle for Filecoin, only a matter of time. See, it's in this beautiful cup. 1 inch was in a similar situation. So I'll give you your immediate target for Filecoin. And I mean in the next week or two, probably less. 75 for Filecoin. We're going to give a call on this right now. 60% gains for File. I like where it's at right now. It's in the buy zone. It's stiff, meaning it's like well above 2 resistance points. And there's another call on the show here. For you guys live, I work for you guys for 3 hours a day live every day on this channel. It just doesn't stop. I'm relentless because you know why? I want you guys to succeed, man. I think I was already on this planet a few times before. I've almost lost my life a few times. Yes, I want what we all want, but I'm a little more detached as a spirit. Like I'm a little more in my soul than I am in my body. So I feel like I'm here to help those who are still new, you know, who are still living more in the body than in the soul. And that's okay. Because I was there too at one point. So yes, money means everything to me, but I've also left, you know, I've almost lost my life a few times, so. Only send ERC20 tokens to the ETH wallet. I want to send SNX to the ledger. Does it matter if it's ERC20 or BCH? Does it have to be ERC20 to send Ether ledger wallet? I don't want to tell you anything. You better make sure you're sending SNX to the right chain. You send SNX to the wrong chain, you will lose all your money. So be very careful. SNX, I believe, is an ERC20 token. Okay, so if that is the case, then it has to be on the Ethereum mainnet. Okay, can't be on any other mainnet. Let's take a look at boss. Please check YFII. We'll take a look at that for you. Roman Hamza, like that. GRT. Let's take a look at GRT. GRT at 230. I thought it was a really nice buy at the 220 levels. Honestly, look, it just forming this flag, and now it's breaking to the upside. This thing's about to blast off. I'm gonna give a call for this right now, actually. I got this head and shoulder doing its funky thing. Yeah, possible entry. See, bam. I'm gonna give a call for GRT right now. Looking really good on the 4-hour. Buy zone. It broke out. It's breaking out, so it's basically in the buy zone. We also just had a nice dump, so like it's kind of nice to buy after a nice dump, isn't it? You can kind of see everything regulated itself and came back nice and neat, back into the patterns. This one really barely left its pattern. These dips were few and far between, man. They weren't big boys. You get 82% gains out of this. And I believe it's going to go even more. People pump this coin a lot. It's on Coinbase, so it's easy to get. It's on it got to many exchanges fast. So it got into a lot of wallets fast. It got into a lot of wallets fast. So because of that, it has a big fan base, and it has a lot of people holding it and not many people selling it, and just newbies getting in. So I believe this is going to rip. And there's gains a coming of about 90%, 91% gains. I like 91% gains, even though I like 700% gains more. But I'm gonna send this to Twitter, so I'm sending this to the Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'll paste it in here for you guys, and I'm also gonna put it into the channel. And there's another call on the channel, so we made numerous calls today on the channel. You can also buy these for Bitcoin. I think it's viable, either pair, but the USDT pair will guarantee you more funds, because if Bitcoin goes up, it'll go up as well. So if you're a newbie, I want you to experience that feeling of making money, feeling of doing good. I talk about hard a lot. I like hard forming that rounded top though, so you know, just look out for hard doing its thing. Can't pinpoint it. I feel like it's the rising wedge. It fell out. So it was like this. Fell out of the pattern. Look for it to break back into the pattern, and then I would jump on hard. I'm not going to put it out as a call at the very moment. Meaning it's built on ETH. I see. Thanks. Yes. 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 Is there no way to lower the fees from sending the ledger from Binance? Honestly, man, that's why I'm not happy with ETH right now. It's not cool charging that much people to send their stuff to a hollow wallet. It's just not that cool, man. Wow, look at this. EGLD went to 63 in a flash crash last night. I can't believe that. I honestly can't believe that. Like, I find that, like, they took the greatest coin. Usually they do that right before they pump it huge, too. I'll be honest. Right before they pump a coin to some crazy levels, they usually bring it down on the low so they can accumulate. So that's what they did, man. That's insane what they did to EGLD. Like, absolutely insane. My baby, man, they beat it down. I would have loved to have gotten a bunch of EGLD at 60 and already be up. Dude, you already be up well over 100% from EGLD. Like, look at that. Had you got on the wick, you'd be up 119%. Nothing else went up that fast as EGLD. You can see the demand for EGLD is insane. People were like, word? There was buy orders probably just... People had buy orders waiting. When there's a demand for a coin, people have buy orders waiting. And now you can see it start to do its thing. Might even go one more level down, and then this thing is gone. So EGLD, man, only a matter of time. I'm going to give you a projection for it. I see it in that $230 region, though. $325 region. I misspoke. $320, not $230. So that's what I see happening for EGLD, man. I would just keep accumulating it in this area, you know, and honestly, it could be forming a bowl here. So I'm going to project the bowl for you. See that? It could do its thing and then start its way up, out. So it's kind of the middle of the bowl. I love this. So this is your accumulation zone for EGLD. For your next leg up. See? This is more of like not even a trade, because I just think there's just so much more room for this to go. I'm just telling people, accumulate this. Don't even think about trying to trade it. Just make sure you add to the bag. Accumulate it. That's the first accumulation I've really ever posted like that, but I think there's a reason for it. So note that I think Better Stone One also bought EGLD at 6 USD, but only bought 110 USD worth. Damn, man. To send 5 SNX is almost 1 SNX. Damn, that's crazy. That's not right. That's not right. Yo, man, I bought some bake. Okay, my friend. Welcome to the bake. Welcome to the bake group. We're all in the bake channel together. It's about B-Day cake, though. Is this thing up or down since then? It's probably up since I spoke with it. Yeah, look, it's I should have got it at $2. I told you guys to get into this, and look, you'd already be up damn near 40. You'd be up freaking 20% right now. This thing's gonna explode. It's gonna explode fast. Like a few days from now, I think it's gonna be well like $6. I'm telling you right now. I actually have to get off and then go handle my business with this. So I'm gonna do the news, and then I'm out of here for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the live stream. I thought we had an amazing stream. Super interactive, a lot of awesome knowledge. Bitcoin at 48.6, doing really well. Exactly like kind of following the pattern as planned. 30-minute doing its thing. And this is 15-minute news, so we're getting hot news, guys. Hot news, 15 minutes ago. 16 minutes ago, all right? MicroStrategy. XRP. Affirm. This is hot news, man, an hour ago, okay? An hour ago. We're gonna hit you with the quick news. Okay, Mark Kaiser claims Peter Schiff converted 100 million in Bitcoin into fiat 6 years ago. Listen to this guy. Prominent Bitcoin supporter, investor, anchor Max Kaiser has taken to Twitter to announce that 6 years ago he arranged for Peter Schiff's hedge fund to accept a payment in Bitcoin, 100 million worth of it. Schiff denies that this crypto payment ever happened. He also denies converting Bitcoin into fiat back then. Did Peter Schiff throw 100 million into Bitcoin into the toilet? Kaiser has described a situation that took place 6 years ago in which he arranged for Schiff Gold to accept a Bitcoin payment via BitPay, crypto payments operator. Kaiser has not shared any further details, stating that only the chairman of Schiff Gold chose to convert his Bitcoin into fiat and threw 100 million into the toilet. The trade was conducted by BitPay. Kaiser continues, saying that he arranged for this deal as he is a seed investor of BitPay. I made the deal for Peter Schiff to accept Bitcoin on his site 6 years ago. I'm a seed investor in BitPay. He converted all the BTC to fiat. He threw $100 million in the toilet. Schiff confirms the deal took place, but does not mention Bitcoin. The Schiff Gold chairman, however, has a different perspective on the events of 6 years ago. He admits the deal to purchase gold indeed took place. However, the fund did not receive any Bitcoin. The BTC was automatically converted into fiat, since this is what BitPay does as a crypto payment processing. I never converted any Bitcoin to fiat, said Schiff. Never received any BTC in the payment for the gold. The BTC was converted to dollars. Bitcoin would ruin a profitable business. In another tweet, Schiff retweeted a commenter that Bitcoin does not help in building a profitable hedge fund due to its daily price volatility. Yeah, but over the long run, you're always up. So it's better than holding whatever, man. I'm sick of the Schiff thing. I went at him the other day on Twitter. Thai SEC schedules hearings to address crypto investor qualifications. A major financial regulator in Thailand is looking to determine qualifications for cryptocurrency traders to ensure investor protection. Nigerians bounce back with a defiant response to the government's Bitcoin ban. It's been over a week since the Nigerian government restricted banks and crypto trading platforms from engaging in crypto-related activities. Now, in tandem with the general public, speculations the country's youth are beginning to re-strategize with a response that is both bold and defiant. Tim Ajiboye, the CEO of Bitcoins, one of the country's leading crypto trading platforms, followed up the news with a message for the users of the platform through an email. I want to reiterate again that we remain indefatigable in the building the best possible experience for you to interface with the crypto world. It's our responsibility and commitment to you. We will remain very transparent and honest with you about the situation. Nigerians choose Bitcoin over banks. The Nigerian government has been hostile towards cryptocurrencies over the past few years, but residents of the country, especially youth, who either witnessed or took part in the End Stars protest, an ongoing movement initiated by the Nigerian youth to curb police brutality in the country, have asserted that the protest intensified the hostility from the government after its plans to dismantle the protest with the shutdown of traditional bank accounts were made futile after Bitcoin was used as an alternative currency for transfers. So they tried to stop them from organizing, tried to stop them from being powerful by shutting their bank accounts down, and they had their own bank accounts so they could get money, and then Bitcoin was going up in value so they could probably pay for food, get things they needed. You know, more money is laundered annually in Nigeria alone than the total crypto used for bad things globally. 1.1% of crypto is used for illicit activity, source Chain Analysis. More money is laundered annually in Nigeria alone than total crypto used for bad things globally. So just in Nigeria alone, the Nigerian dollar is laundered more than all of crypto in the whole world. And Janet Yellen says it's bad, but only 1.1 of crypto is used for illicit activity. And when that happens, a lot of times they're able to freeze wallets, track down where it went, and then they have forensic analysis on the chain analysis, and they're able to find out where the funds went. You can't find out where funds went in the US dollar. Someone could burn them, and then they disappear. Like, someone could hide them in the hole. Someone could lose them in a Nigerian jungle. See what I'm saying? Bitcoin volatility hasn't burned investors. Bloomberg explains why. Seasoned Bloomberg columnist Nir Kassar, the founder of asset management firm Unison Advisors and former ex-Ernst & Young consultant, he attempted to explain how Bitcoin investors are handling an unparalleled volatility and even managed to stay net positive despite its painful price swings. Look at us, guys. We're extremely net positive despite these swings. We're killing it, killing the game. We're putting in the work, man. Anything you put the work in, you're going to be okay. A firm turns to crypto as Mac Levchin acknowledges Bitcoin. Mac Levchin recognizes the need to regard crypto as a payment option. This marks the early stages of corporate awakening towards cryptocurrencies at a firm. The company is joining the ranks of payment giants, actively working on their own crypto solutions. So it's become a meaningful exchange that folks want to actually use to buy their Pelotons and their sporting goods. We will have to consider it. See what I'm saying, man? It's moving forward, man. Peloton, baby, in the news. XRP analysis, 15th of February. XRP price has been rising in the ascending channel. However, XRP may continue to consolidate at 57 cents. If the pressure from sell sustains, the price may witness a drop in the midterm. I'm not bullish on XRP right now. I am in the long term. MicroStrategy makes another Bitcoin move. HK on tenterhooks and more news. Some 100 people have already adopted Bitcoin blockchain data related roles at the Bitcoin King American software firm MicroStrategy after the company posted vacancies for an analyst, and an engineer roles on the job platform LinkedIn. The company said it's putting together a blockchain analytics team. The news is set to become responsible for putting together the company's first crypto-related software product offering. The firm described its new project as an analytics platform with advanced metrics and insights for Bitcoin, bringing data intelligence to the blockchain and the cryptocurrency space. The CEO and founder of the Japanese banking securities firm SBI, they have ties to XRP. Yoshikata Kitao has declared his firm is in talks with at least 2 international players as it looks to launch a joint venture crypto business, per Reuters. Not just institutional investors, but also Elon Musk. SBI has currently had a long-standing partnership with Americans Ripple, with whom it co-owns SBI Ripple Asia. See, I was on that before the news came at you. I knew that SBI was connected to Ripple. Bitcoin flashes 2017 bull pattern. Metrics suggest price can go as high as $300,000. It's pretty mind-blowing that the Bitcoin chart is damn near identical to 2017. Anyone need a refresher to what happened? Let's take a look at what he's talking about. Put some credence on it. Look at that. And this is where we at, like 3,500. Look at that. When we were at 3,500, that's right where we were. Look, it looks exactly the same, dude. Oh my God. And we would roar all the way to 20K. We would 7x from there. If we 7x from here, that'd be $350,000. So Hey man, the proof is in the pudding. Even the volume looks similar, but way more volume here now, right? Look at that, dude. It's pretty hard to say they don't look identical. And wow, Litecoin, Tron, Enron price analysis. Litecoin's gonna do its thing, man. Going to 300. It's behind the ages. It needs to move higher, right? Birthday cake. Let's take a look. 250. This thing just continuing to rip. Damn, man. Was it $2 when I put it on your radar? Already up 20%, man. That's what this channel's about. Yeah, I gotta go now. I love the stream. I've messaged you on Telegram. See you people. Everyone, thank you guys so much for joining. I love you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything's going well. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you guys so much for joining me. 48 likes, 23 people still rocking with me to the end. I really, really appreciate it. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. We're going to say it together, the mantra every day, all the time, whenever we're live. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. There's nothing else. Don't play yourself. There's more money here than anywhere else. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And if you want to become a lifer, join the Telegram group in the link below. Peace out. Be safe. Love, peace, and energy to you all.